King's Knight through the Dragon Heist, and eventually maybe get back into Storm King's Thunder, depending on how this goes. This week we are down one player due to being sick. But last week's session, the party met with the Lord's Alliance. They decided to go with the Harper's mission of investigating the party that was under suspicion of drow assassinations. Upon getting to the party, they found an old friend there, Esteldro Callison, posing as a Chelton dignitary. The party went on fine. The assassins showed up. Fight broke out, and then we had Iravon go down due to a double natural 20. Only to be brought back up the next round by Callison, his old buddy. Then after that, Callison walked in, mopped up things, and walked out, leaving our party at the party, which is where we're picking up here.
And Monkey gave me a gift.
Yeah.
You took a gift.
You took a gift that he graciously allowed you to keep.
Yeah, so as you guys are standing over the battlefield, the king, took off. And Enoch looks at her like, I don't know about you guys, I'm going to the brothel, see you in a couple days. And he just walks away. He's just...
Yeah, I'm gonna start checking bodies.
You go through them and there's nothing on them. They were prepared for a mission they knew they were going to die for.
What kind of armor or clothing were they wearing? Anything
Nothing fancy.
decent?
Just basic leathers, basic weapons. Mages' spell books are laying there, illegible. As you guys are standing there.
Wall is still remaining in the building.
Oh, you guys are outside. This was in the back garden of the place.
Oh. No, I thought they charged into the party.
Yeah, the party was in the back garden. They came over the hedges and came in.
Oh, I see.
That's why Tidley was able to fly around as much as she was.
Gotcha.
Because she was a dragon.
It's a dragon.
She was a dragon.
I like to be a dragon.
Okay, so now let's... What are you guys doing?
Everyone's just gonna shoot Nilda a nasty look and head back toward the manor.
What the hell did I do?
You know bloody well what you did.
Make me fly again?
You still have the arrow.
Is it recharged yet?
Oh, I forgot to put that on there.
Yeah, I gotta make that put it in. Okay, but so where's everybody going? You hanging out there? And
I'm enjoying the party.
Is Callison gone?
yeah, he left right
I
after
think
the
the party's dead.
It was really right after he finished the last guy, he just turned and walked away.
I think everybody at the party's gone. They all took off running when the assassins attacked, I would hope.
Oh, yeah. Now, when you have this group of drow jumping over the hedge and attacking, going for the king.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I was trying to put myself between the drow and the king, and then I took a fireball to the face. That was pleasant.
Well, at least it
Fireball.
wasn't the king
Fireball.
then.
Fireball, they caught the king. Okay, so how are you guys going to spend the rest of the evening?
Flying in my dragon.
You can't.
Meow.
She can
Right
run
around
around.
the wings
She
out.
can run around pretending to fly, I guess.
Dragon fly!
just running around. I'm a dragon.
Running down the street.
And then everybody, did someone lose a kid?
Pretty much. Well, nobody cared.
Mm.
I'm trying to make notes that make sense of your notes and tell you about what's going on. Jason and dragons and Bro and Patrick Swayze's in there somewhere.
Jason. Oh, yeah, because there was a Jason. He's the one that gave us our costumes.
Yeah.
Who was Patrick Swayze?
He was the one that lifted you. No, it
Lifted
was
Stefan
lifted
and
Stefan
did-
up. He was,
Oh, okay.
he was the one that kind of rallied us back at the bar and told us about.
Yeah, you guys gave him a sample of the blood. He said he'd see
Yeah.
what he can do.
Okay.
After he ate it.
Yeah,
I have a feeling I
tasted
know
it.
who he is.
Maybe.
My notes are crystal clear, thank you.
So, what are Tilly and Milden doing there? since he's heading back to the manor.
Oh, I'm just running around flying.
Oh, just running around up and down the streets.
I'm gonna tie
Hey,
some.
hold the
I'm gonna
table.
tie some rope to your belt. That's flying on you.
like a balloon.
And then I'm gonna follow Erwin back to the manor with you in tow.
With her like a balloon.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was dragging him.
He's got a dragon balloon.
As long as you can make it back to the manor within 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, she could
Please.
hold you off the ground.
She's gonna drag you.
She's gonna drag him.
She's gonna drag him. Because she's a dragon.
We follow him back.
Is Stefan heading back to the house too, or is he getting some of the free booze that's still sitting there?
There's all that food left out there too.
Yeah, there's all that food, all the booze.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna eat.
Oh, I guess like you're hanging out eating for a while and drinking free booze.
I mean, there's still some there, I think, of the really good shit that that Stefan was lifting.
Yeah, okay, we're stealing food here. We're not taking black market weapons and.
What's it stealing? It was an open bar.
Okay, I'll try that. The next wedding I go to.
Well, then at the manor we've got the deed to the place is ours.
I'm going home.
So
now.
anything
Our
in it.
booze.
Not at the
So
party.
anything in it.
Oh, the party?
Yeah, you're at the party with the food and the drink, which you.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is free food for everybody.
Yeah, they said it was. They should enjoy
Well, it's
it.
not. Take it home.
I'm not taking it home. I'm staying there eating it.
Yeah.
And I'm not making deals with the devil either.
Yeah.
I didn't see horns.
Yet.
That can be easily adapted.
Right.
So you guys get back to the manor after a while. Tilly barely managed to make it back for the 10 minutes is up, dragging Milben with her. So
Everyone's gonna go to the bar and find another one of those bottles and crack it open and go up into the tower.
not hard to do.
We go sit up in the tower with the open door and just kind of sit there with the bottle of booze.
I make a note of how much Aravan owes Milben for inventory.
Alright, so rest of the night goes on. You guys all get long rests. Next morning, sunrise comes up. I'm sure Irvan's passed out, just be hanging out the door.
No, I stopped myself before I got drunk and just. I
Just wallowed in pity.
curled up and tried to sleep but couldn't because he's stewing.
I figured you'd probably enjoy the nice breeze going up one pant leg out the other.
Nah.
Now the purple on the tower fades. Next morning, everybody wakes up. Did Stefan ever make it back to the manor or pass out there?
Don't know.
Okay.
Oh. I'm gonna bring up Twitch and it's not working.
Yeah, I can't connect with my tablet or my phone. I can't watch chat. Can you watch chat?
Yep.
Okay.
So where did Stefan end up for the rest of the night?
I have no clue. I rolled a 1.
He's passed out on the roof of the manor.
Okay. You eventually wander back in the morning, just the sun's cresting over the city, hungover as fuck, passed out, and a random dress around your neck like a cape. You had a good night.
It hurts when you sit down.
There's a weird burning sensation when you kick it up.
No, Enoch took off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was going to a brothel. I don't know.
Maybe he got brothel mixed up with bathroom. But yeah, next morning, everybody wakes up. The ghost is already getting food prepped for you guys for breakfast.
I eventually make my way down to the kitchen area.
Alright, so
Forgotten the ghost's name.
Casper.
Scout stuff.
Casper the Friendly Ghost. Oh, fuck. Lith. Yeah, and it was. I wanted to say Sif, but I'm like, no, that's not right.
Jim.
Jif.
Not
Written.
worse gods.
not Steve, so.
Yeah, it's not Steve.
You guys eventually all come down as he's setting plates down on the table for everybody. You guys see Stefan come walking in.
Oh, nice of you to join us. Enjoy yourself.
You look a little butthurt.
So what are you guys all doing while you're sitting around there eating?
You guys left just as the party was starting.
Wasn't anything more to see. Everyone's just eating.
I was flying. I had to take flight. As I run around the place with my costumes. I'm a dragon!
She's a dragon. She's just gonna be a dragon for the rest of the game.
Yeah, these outfits weren't rented, were they?
No, they were given to you guys.
Yeah, they
You can be
They're
a
not
dragon
getting
for
it
as
back.
long as you want.
I can take it over my cold dragon body.
cold dragon body.
The ghostly season, I'm sure they'll drag it away.
Dragon.
And then finally realized I have a dress tied around my neck, so I'll just take it off and
Yeah, where'd you
toss it.
Where'd you find the fancy dress?
Don't know.
And it's a full-size human dress, too.
Is it purple?
Oh, it's bright pink. No.
So it's not a purple dragon knight.
I didn't think of that.
I pocket the dress.
So you throw it aside, Tilly ripped over to grab it, put it in her bag.
I would clean that before you do anything with it.
The ghost like, I'm not even going there.
Don't even know where it came from or who wore it before it ended up around Stefan's neck. So
Bullet might be on it.
that's why I said she didn't with it.
Oh, that's fine. I'll get there. Dragons are in no rush.
Dragons.
My hand just push the plate aside.
Would you like something else to eat?
No.
Don't think he's feeling very hungry. It's unusual for Stefan. Not feeling very good there, buddy? Have a little too much fun?
I need a drink.
Bug comes floating over you in midair, sets down.
Why does this tag in the dress say kill us?
Well, he's a changeling, so.
Yeah. You could be anyone, male or female.
Even be honest.
So if we run into him, says he really screws you over once. Well,
Maybe he didn't even screw him over, maybe he just screwed him.
alright. So
The only reason I didn't attack him was because he brought him back.
agenda.
Saved him.
Yeah, so what is the plan today, Drew?
I didn't even know what we're supposed
Got a lot of things we're supposed to be doing, but
The only thing I can remember is the fat lady.
The
Don't we-
giant?
don't we
Giants.
have to go see,
The giants have been at war with the dragons for centuries.
don't we have to go see Dude because we were at the party and we're in the mission?
Stop.
yeah,
Because that was a mission.
yeah.
What was that?
The party, that was a mission, so shouldn't we go and
Report.
report
Do a
that?
report.
Didn't he already say that it was done? Over at the party?
Well,
Was
we
he
still have
there?
to give our
They
report.
said they were keeping an eye on part of the perimeter. Well, there's a couple Harpers that were.
And I was going to
There
inform
was
our
no Harpers
friends.
that helped us fight.
Yeah,
Wasn't we accept the rest on behalf? Who was the one?
Mert.
That's the 5 factions called you guys together and offered you guys the job. They had more work. They each had more work for you guys, but they need you guys to pick one.
Mert
Yeah,
was a
each-
Harper.
Each faction gave us a quest and we
Yeah.
that one.
Mert. Mert was
Yeah,
Harper.
that-
Oh, okay.
yeah, that was Mert's mission.
Hey, Mert. Mert.
Mert. Aww.
Mert.
Murtaugh.
What a name, Mert.
They keep it simple.
Wow.
Yeah.
And as you guys are sitting there, is there anything you guys want to do before you head to find Mert?
I didn't really have anything in mind.
Dragons need food.
Or from buying Enoch health potions.
Yeah, and then the guy ran off.
Probably gonna need those health potions with the way he's rolling.
Probably message Alice and have her send you some money.
Seems nice. Okay. And whenever we go.
Whenever we finally get back to our own establishment.
I mean, depending how much time's gone by, depends how much extra gold we're doing for the first, like, week left.
Yeah, we probably should at some point try to make our way back there and check in on things.
It's really not like we were getting a reward for doing this. It was just
Not much of a
action
reward.
helping.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be any rewards in this direction.
Nobody has anything they wanted to do this morning.
I'm eating.
Yeah.
Eating and drinking.
Drinking?
I'm a hungry dragon.
Eating in accounts.
Yeah.
Caravan took 2 mugs this morning with breakfast. Deathman took 2.
I would mind your words very carefully.
The words go into ledger. Next numbers come in the pocket.
Everyone's just doing.
As you guys are sitting there, the windows rattle as the roaring explosion fills Troll Skull Alley. I mean, just loud. You feel the walls rattle in the table as windows. You see the windows visibly shaking as there's bright flash outside.
Just
I keep eating and say, it's Mama Dragon.
What the hell just happened?
Mama Dragon.
Friends of yours live?
I'm hungover, so it's like, oh,
Yeah.
my head.
Liz, like, I have no idea.
I keep eating.
Did anything break when like windows shatter or anything?
We didn't have windows.
Well, there are still windows in the building.
Not that you guys see it in the bar.
Oh.
You hear the windows rattling. You feel the wall shake, the table shake.
All the windows we checked were all broken
Yeah,
on this place.
they're also barred over.
Are there any windows in the bar that are barred over that look outside or?
All the windows have boards over them.
Right, but I mean, like, what, they could go up to one, rip some boards off and look
There's
outside.
a door going outside from the bar.
I'll head over that way and see if I see anything outside.
Alright, roll a perception.
Plus 6 tonight, so that's a 9 total.
That's high enough either way, as long as you didn't botch.
It was a 3 to begin with.
As you look outside, charred bodies and anguish screams fill the air as a thick cloud of acrid smoke billows outward from the blast, which seems to have occurred right outside your door. And you look at the building and there's scorch marks going up the side of the wood.
Our building?
Yeah. There's bodies in the street.
Somebody's gonna pay for that.
Like,
And the rest of the place.
Go running down to the street level and go out the door, just look around. What the hell?
And there's people screaming and crying. There's dead bodies laying in the streets. About.
Is there anyone near the, like, within a short, like, eyesight that's wounded but not dead?
No,
No one I could run and help?
they're all dead.
Christ, what
And
the
they're
hell was
screaming.
that?
Just the rest of the people around.
The rest of the people that are running?
Looking at the blast, looks like it was aimed right at the front steps of the manor, and everyone in that radius got taken out.
Like, what kind of radius are we talking? Like an entire city block?
About a 20-foot radius.
Jesus.
Just the street.
Yeah.
Somebody or something launched a very big fireball at us. Is anything on fire? Or is it just scorch marks?
Well, there's a couple things on fire here and there, but you see people with buckets putting it out.
I mean, is
Couple
anything on the
fences.
manor?
No,
Okay, the manor is not on fire.
it just got scorched a little bit. But there's fences on
The
fire.
city can burn as long as the man is okay.
Alright, so with this, what are you guys gonna do?
I finished my
I'm gonna
breakfast.
head up to the tower and open the Well, to look out the windows and doors, the door of the tower, see if I can see anything.
Roll a perception. Looking up around, you see that even on the second story of the building across from you guys, looks like there's some kind of structure that was all the glass windows are all shattered out now. There's windows busted around all the buildings. And you see you said roll 17?
Mm-hmm.
You see a figure making its way across the rooftops, getting out of sight.
It was probably Patrick's.
I'm all the way down on the ground floor at the door, so.
Then holler down to you that there's someone running across the rooftops, running away.
Across the rooftops, which direction?
I'll tell you which direction.
Heading south.
Dragon wanna fly?
I'm gonna try and,
Wanna
I'm
fly.
gonna try and follow, I'm gonna try and pursue on the rooftops.
I cast
All you
fire.
do is get into sight and mark them.
That's what I'm gonna try and at least,
Yeah, what's the range on Hunter's Mark?
mark is
30.
range is 90 feet,
90 feet.
but I can track them wherever they go for up to an hour.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is get within 90 feet of them and then I can hit them with it,
They're well beyond that.
you know.
But you can try and catch up.
Could I take off in pursuit and try to catch up a little bit?
Try.
Can I fly to him?
No, cast
Try.
Dragon, go! You have 60,
Dragon flies.
60 foot movement.
Okay.
See that
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to
Yeah,
climb
double
up the rooftops and
pretty
follow
much.
the path and try to catch up.
While these two were in pursuit, what are you guys doing?
I trust it.
Well,
My trusty
I was
dragon.
trying to watch the person to tell them where they're going as long as I can see them.
Alright. So are you gonna do anything? You're just gonna sit in the bar?
I'll head outside and sit on the wall and watch the people with buckets.
There's people putting out a little bit of fires, and there's people coming, city guards coming in. You guys both see them moving down the streets heading towards the blast, trying to figure out what happened.
Hey you, with the bucket! You missed a bit.
Oh.
Good job.
The kid kind of nods, and both of you guys go ahead and make. Actually, both of you make perception, see if you guys have eyes on them.
It was a 1, followed by a
26.
why was that not the first one? That was a fucking 19.
You lost sight on him right away.
26.
You see him, he's quite a ways up. He's about one ward further up ahead.
Did you have eyes on
I
him?
put my wings back.
This dude's hauling ass. This is not a normal person's speed. And the way he's moving,
Well, I'm a dragon.
just the way this guy moves with your perception, you notice he's not moving like any normal being should be able to.
Okay.
I mean, he's like pushing himself. You see his arm rotate with part of his body as he catapults himself to the next building, and
I'll
a section of his body rotates around and catapults him.
And he's running, holding his cape back behind him.
No.
Leaps
No,
across buildings.
That's me.
No.
Yeah, I'll just stop on whatever rooftop I'm in.
You got about a block down the road and
I'm on.
lost people.
I'm on.
I flap harder.
And I just speak through the ring to Tiddly. Do you have eyes? I lost it. You have
I'm a
eyes on him?
dragon.
So I take that as a yes. Where's he going?
Hold on.
I'll tell you in a moment.
Alright, so you
You
guys
are the
were
best person to pursue since
up
you know
here.
the city.
by the
Yeah,
time
Irvine just immediately took off.
he was about down here when you lost sight. He and Tiddly are getting ready, heading towards he's heading down south towards the trade wards, and Tiddly, you got right up here. He's down by MR's Walks Street, and still just jumping rooftop to rooftop, going over the streets.
Trade ward. Definitely headed to trade ward. Trade ward.
What's in that trade war?
Excellent.
I'm gonna run down and grab the OG and head down that direction.
Alright.
Screaming at everybody to get out of my way as
Just
I'm on
take
a
the high
dire
road.
wolf.
Just take the high road.
I'm just gonna start heading that way.
The OG's grown some.
He had a growth spurt.
I said take the high road.
Alright.
I'm on the rooftops. There ain't much higher I can get.
Drag him in flight.
Roll another perception.
18.
Alright, so you still got eyes on him. He's a bit ahead of you. See, after a few minutes, go and roll your perception, see if you see him.
How wasn't that
Five.
in the first roll I made?
You didn't see him anywhere. You're following the direction she's giving you, head in the direction, and
Down my
You know, if
goggles.
he's going roof to roof and I'm going through the street, it's gonna be hard to see him.
yeah. Unless you see him jump over.
But at least
Yeah.
you're trying to head to the location that he's
Yeah.
headed for us.
Yeah.
That's what everyone's goal is now, is just to go where he's heading.
Yeah. I'm
I suppose I'll start
I'm
casting
DOG speed.
Phantom Steed for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Summon my Night Tails.
So you spend the next 10 minutes casting, and
But he has 100.
I'm gonna cast Beast Sense, touching DOG so that we share our senses.
okay.
So I've got his smell and sight and everything.
Roll your perception with that, see if you can catch a scent.
And I still don't have stats for him, so I don't know what
That's
it
what
gives
Monster
me.
manual. I'd say since you guys are sharing them. Let's see,
That's how my Steed gets dual flight.
Yeah, because I get the
Actually,
same,
by the time you summon your Steed.
same
flight
benefits
over.
of any special
Okay.
sense
Takes
possessed
10
by
minutes.
that creature.
You have, with that, you have advantage on the checks because of his keen sense.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
And 21 on perception.
You smell oil, and it's a strong scent of oil. You can tell it's moving by the metal clanking sounds you're hearing, and there's this heavy, oily, almost like the smell of motor oil, used motor oil.
You?
Close. Yeah, so you've got a good heading on where he's headed. You can tell he's headed towards the trade ward, but gone toward the side towards the city of the dead.
Yeah.
And you see him shifting his direction in midair.
City of the dead.
On it.
Eventually, Milben catches up and your flight wears down.
Where are you gonna land?
So, where am I to him?
You would be about towards the city of the dead right now. DOG. Not having the same speed, we'll say,
It's
is
like a Top Gear challenge.
heading down there.
Try to race with
But
the
it's his
location.
speed.
And
His
I'm probably
speed
like
actually-
back in somewhere.
60 feet.
So it's the same speed as hers.
Yeah, but she's had a head start on you.
Yeah.
And then I'm probably like.
I can go 130
You're on foot.
feet at a fast pace.
Well, I'm out
But
on the
he's
roof.
also going
You're
rooftop
still
where
gonna have
I'm
slower
here, so
to
I
go
should
off
be
the
able to
ground.
catch up.
Yeah.
I mean, he should be limited a little bit going from rooftop to rooftop.
Yeah,
I should
he's
have
like-
a slight
Yeah.
You'd be way back because you have all these streets to go across too.
That's true.
So can you use like one of Cody's dice and show where he would be?
That's where my.
No, where the guy is.
Oh, where the
Oh.
guy is.
You guys see him, he's headed towards the edge of the city of the dead.
Okay.
So you guys are in pursuit of them.
And where am I?
By the time Tidley's flight wears off, you catch up to her.
Ninetales is really fast.
Yeah, they are. Actually, look at the stats on them. They have 60 feet movement.
Nearly 100. And
Oh.
130 at a fast pace.
Oh.
So I would be able to see what before I go down which way he's going.
Yeah,
headed
you
to.
saw his.
Would I be able to guess whereabouts exactly he might be headed?
Make an intelligence. Roll an edge your intelligence modifier.
Yeah, because he's
You
only.
can estimate.
I've only sent him Ninetales for flavor.
Well, that's a 1.
Roll it again.
9.
You lost him.
Okay.
But
Last you saw him, he was headed towards the south wall.
At least we had a direction anyway.
But so then can I make a maneuver to land on Ninetales with him
I was
and
gonna-
point him in direction?
I say I was going to maneuver Ninetales. You can slide down one of the many tails.
Both of you make acrobatics checks for this.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. 19
I'd
plus
say you managed to.
7.
less than gracefully land with Milden catching you.
Hey, I was graceful. He wasn't so graceful.
That's why it was less than graceful.
Ninetales isn't used to catching people with
Right.
tails.
But
I
go ahead and make your next
point
perception
the
so
direction
that
to go.
advantage on it.
15?
You can smell that he's out of the city of the dead now. It's hard to tell the direction because the ocean air is starting to get interfere with it a little bit as you get closer to the dock wards. But you get the idea he went somewhere in the trade ward.
Would I be able to pick up a trail?
Make a survival check.
He's dripping anything or whatnot.
I have a scent.
Yeah,
so-
he has keen sense from GOG, so he has
Right, but if I could, because he's not with me.
Yeah. You can.
Survival. So 16.
You notice there are some footprints going through the grass here and heading out into the trade wards, and it's just like a beeline straight south along the streets. Like after he got into there, he gave up on the rooftops and just continued on foot.
So I point the direction to go.
Ninetales, yeah!
You guys all start heading out, charging the other ones. You all get caught up. Eventually, your volume catches up.
Because I'm the only one now pretty much on foot, and the rest of them are all on a mount of some sort.
And so you guys
I
work your way
suppose I'll
down.
slow down to not make DOG feel self-conscious.
How far before like we notice a change in footsteps or anything?
Let's see. Say you guys get down to about the edge of the trade ward, and everybody go ahead and make perception checks, see if you can find any traces of them.
18.
21?
19.
27?
You guys see the footsteps heading up into a temple. And it's a temple of Bahamut.
We know these guys.
Of a hobbit or a hobbit?
Of Bahamut.
Bahamut.
The Platinum Dragon.
Bahamut.
Yeah, it's a temple of Bahamut.
Another dragon.
The dragon.
Hobbit dragon.
No, the temple of the dragon.
And looking up at this temple, you see that
Not just a
the
dragon.
towers
the
are shaped to look like these two massive platinum wings coming up, and the steeple is kind of shaped like a platinum dragon head.
The dragon, all other dragons.
I run up there, bust through the doors, and say, "I'm a dragon."
You do, and everybody kind of turns and looks at you.
Yeah, it's,
You're what?
I'm a dragon.
Keep it down.
they,
It's some worship.
I'm a dragon.
Okay.
I slowly walk my way in.
I walk. Do I notice any
Kind of still catching my
traces of
breath from all the
anything,
roof
or
hopping and running I've been
oil,
doing.
anything, or?
Me and DLG are trying to follow the scent.
The set led right inside there.
I know, but the
Trying to
where
find-
inside?
Trying to find out where inside.
You eventually, you know, as you know, the head priest is walking up to you guys kind of go off to the side, and you go down. You follow it down to the storeroom, and there's these metal automatons filling this room. Like, it smells of it all over here.
What are these things?
Oh, we use these for the festival. What's the name of the festival? I just looked at it. too.
What? I love new words.
Mechanical construct.
They look like iron golems.
Yeah.
I love new words.
Big robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're basically a robot.
A
automaton.
Tom. A Tom.
So we need to take all 9 of these automatons and make them into servants.
These are for the celebration of the end of the calamity. It's a festival we have every year at the beginning of spring.
Now we're tracking someone that just came in here that just did a firebomb at our banner.
I haven't seen anyone come in recently.
Can I look and see if any of these automatons look?
He
as
looks
if they
like
were-
that.
Look as if they were recently, like they just came in there and
Make a perception
tried
check.
to hide among the rest of them.
Are they all covered or?
15.
No, they're all just standing there. 15, they all look nicely polished, brass plating on them. They're very well maintained.
Can I crawl around the room and look around?
Is there any other doors or anything? Any where like the thing goes through the wall or?
No.
I get on the floor, crawl around like I'm a dragon.
You're crawling
And
around.
everything.
Okay, well,
Yeah, you can't really get between the legs because they're standing with their legs perfectly parallel together, less than an inch apart.
Anything on the floor or the walls that I can notice?
Very clean.
Any of their feet got dirt or anything?
Perception.
Grass?
kind of what I was trying to look for, but I didn't know how to word it.
I still have perception, or
It's still have your
advantage.
beast sense, I believe.
It's
About
an hour.
Yeah.
I'll say if not, I'll help him to try and give him advantage.
That was a 7.
They're very well polished. The priest says, yes, we use these to pull the floats of the parade up and down the streets of the town.
We apologize for the intrusion, but something just firebombed our,
Yes.
our estate.
Yes, I heard there was an attack in the North Ward. I wasn't sure what people were talking about.
We tracked them back to this temple.
Very odd.
I'm gonna go back up and sniff around
Alright,
up top.
go ahead and roll another perception when you're on top.
I wanna go underneath all the pews,
Okay.
I
Like
turned
a
back to
dragon.
the,
All the pew pew.
all the
what is
pews.
it, priest or
That's the high priest.
high priest? I turned back to that priest. Have any of these automatons of yours ever gone off on their own or gained control by someone else?
No, they're generally controlled by a crystal we keep locked away.
Does it, who all has access to where that crystal is?
He pulls a key out, only I do. I'm the only one that's ever had access to it.
Is there any way someone could break in and use it?
Not without this key, it's magically bound.
I got magic key.
And what was yours?
I rolled an 8.
That smell just coming from that room.
Do I notice anything under the pews?
Roll a perception.
I'm gonna go back outside and check around the building.
26.
You notice as you're crawling to the views, there's a neatly stacked pile of clothing with boots on top of it. Black cloak, black pants, black shirt, black boots sitting on top.
I sniff it.
There's not much of a smell to a little bit of oil.
I let go.
There's no one sitting there.
I'm going to telepathically ask you through the
That's
ring,
right.
did you find anything?
Anything in the clothing?
It's just basic hooded cloak, basic pants, no pockets.
Is it folded up or is it just
It's neatly
dropped?
folded and set there.
What do I see next to it on the pew?
Look to one side, there's the leg of it, the other side, open. Until you get to the other leg.
Anything on the ceiling?
A giant statue and paintings of dragons fighting.
It's my family.
Tiddly, did you find anything?
Clothing. I notice anything else? There's nobody left in the.
Oh, there's still people in there. Just the one you were at, there's no one there. There's people, praying and, paying, their respects and all that.
And
And
you said there was like oil on the.
they just had the scent of oil on it.
So can I keep walking under the pew, see if I come across anybody else that has a scent of anything?
Okay. While you're doing that, what's Bill been doing?
I'm staring
Around
at the priest.
sniffing butts.
I'm still down with. You're
Yeah.
still down there with the priest, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take one more careful walk around all the automatons and inspect their feet again.
And roll perception. I shouldn't. Yeah, go ahead and do a perception.
Perception.
I want to check the floor.
Alright.
23?
No.
They're all still
Perception or
being
investigation?
followed.
Since you're expecting the floor itself, do investigation.
Okay. So investigation is 29.
Jesus, that's a good roll.
I thought I already checked this.
You said you're crawling between them.
Oh no, I meant like around the edge of
Oh.
the perimeter. That's fine. I'm now sniffing under pews.
Just sniffing bugs.
Looking for oily butt.
Looking for an oily button.
What, do you think they had Indian food? We found a barrel that's full of gears and cogs and extra parts for automatons. With your investigation outside, there really wasn't much. All the footsteps went right back up into there. It looks like this, whatever this thing was, made a beeline straight for this place.
Like they took a shot and ran.
Yep.
And they hoped to get out of Dodge before any of us noticed.
Yep. What are you guys gonna
It's
do?
probably whatever it is.
I'm sniffing around.
You're getting a lot of strange looks from people. As you're walking, nope.
I'm gonna drag him, and I keep going. Do I know? But do I go through all of them and nothing?
You work your way through other young people jumping up.
Do I
on
notice
stuff.
anything shiny?
No. A lot of these people are wearing basic platinum colored robes, hoods up. They have an amulet around their neck, the symbol of the dragon.
Pink under?
No, there's no pink underwear. This is not the dirty underwear gang. Again.
I've heard stories. What is this dirty underwear gang? I've heard fate.
So there's nobody else in the
rumors.
room, like
There's
just the people in the pews, and that's it.
and
The
the
priest downstairs.
and the what's the word I'm looking for? The people who work in the church.
Altar boy or
Yeah, the different
Altar
altar
boys.
boys and servants going through polishing the platinums and all that. And
I go smell them right away.
Sniffing altar boys.
Yep.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna drag him.
you
do
smell
that.
bad yourself.
You used to do that when she's like, "Can I help you?"
Is he clean?
Yeah, very clean. You smell like soap.
Can't wash off the chain.
No. Irish Spring covers it though.
I put a stamp on him and moved to the next.
He's like,
Yeah.
no, the priest comes back there. He's like, "Is there anything else I can help you folks with?"
I'm just smelling the priest.
Okay. He smells like soap and shame.
Soap and shame.
You smell like that altar boy. Where's this control crystal you spoke?
It's upstairs. Follow me.
What about the altar? Do I notice anything around the altar?
It's shiny and big. Platinum inlays.
Nothing around, nothing, no secret.
Roll an investigation on there. As you're walking with the priest, Timothy runs off the altar, starts inspecting everything.
Investigation?
Yeah.
16 and 9.
You don't find anything.
25.
You don't find anything. It's you can tell it's molded into the floor. Like it literally goes down and curves as part of the floor.
Okay, nothing shiny.
That's very well made though. And this was.
I compliment him on his
He kind of nods.
altar. Very nice altar you have.
He leads you guys up into his office and he takes the key off and puts it into this small opening on the wall and turns it. And the panel itself, about a foot wide, pops out and then slides up. And he pulls out this purplish orb with these platinum pieces, like almost like filigree wrapping around it. This is what is used to control them.
And no one else could ever possibly have access.
We have fail safes. We have redundancies.
Can I take it out of his hand?
No.
Can I jump up and try?
Roll an acrobatics.
Ready.
Oh,
7,
from this angle, it looks like 2.
21.
You do that and his hand just, nope.
It's
you-
so
You're
pretty!
just bouncing off of his hand and he's jumping. You're jumping up.
Tiddly, calm down.
He places it back inside there and kind of bows his head to it and closes it and pulls the key out.
They know but you has access to it.
Yes.
But other people recreate.
As far as I know, it's never been done.
Could anyone maybe use
How
a
big
spell
were those automatons?
About human size, about 5'5", 5'6".
Okay. Could anyone use a spell of some sort to mimic that artifact? And take control of them that way?
As I said, it's never been done. This one crystal controls all of them as a single unit. Unless they found some way to bypass that and control it as an individual, I don't see how.
Does the king know of this?
Yes, he does. He's
Good.
the one who commissioned it.
If I look around the room, like the floor, the walls, do I notice anything like
Roll an investigation.
I've
Flattering
seen things in the
or-
past about quitting the church can be bad news.
28?
You know what it looks like? It's almost like a secret door on one of the walls.
I feel around to see if I can open it.
Yeah, you do. It's easy enough. You press on it, it clicks and opens up. It's a bedroom.
I walk in.
He's like, "Oh, excuse me. That is my bedchamber."
As the door opens, altar boy runs out crying.
So
Actually,
bad!
yes.
Oh,
That's terrible.
At least it's not one chained to the bed.
Nope.
everyone's just like, look.
Do we notice any oil or anything anywhere?
Above you.
There's no oily substances anywhere that you find as you're going through his personal belongings. A lot of the same outfit though.
What's the outfit?
It's the same platinum robes he always wears, and
So you just got a bunch of that one outfit?
yeah, that's his entire wardrobe.
Does he never have a day off?
He's a priest, then.
Worship to the platinum dragon does not take a rest.
Why do you have these automatons?
They're for the festival. We store them here.
What's the festival about?
It's to celebrate the gods succeeding from the calamity when they cast down the false gods.
Okay, so what do the automatons do?
They pull the floats.
Do they have weapons?
No,
Surely horses can do that?
generally they're too
Seems-
large for us to have horses, and this is more efficient because we do not have to feed them.
Well, something,
What that magic and the enchantments?
something hurled a large fireball at our estate and killed a lot of people, and then they came here.
These have no ability to cast. They're a simple construction of metal, and I don't know exactly how they were designed, but I know it's a simple spell to make them move. Simple command spell.
Who maintains them?
That would be. A woman named Valletta.
Where is she?
She is down in what she likes to refer to as the Hall of Exemplary Inventions. It's just down the road 3 blocks on the left. She's the one who designed them, built them, and a few other things. But other than that, she designed them, delivered them, we store them. If there's any maintenance, we bring her here.
Is there any, if she designed them, is there any possible way she could also gain control of them?
I mean, I suppose she may have had a secondary command sphere made, but there's no way for anyone to know.
I just respectfully nod and thank you for your time. I should head out and start heading towards
There's
the
no other
place.
secret rooms off his room?
Nope,
No closets?
nope. All of his robes are hung up along the wall nice and neatly.
I'm gonna start heading for
Some
her
cuffs
place.
are on the top of the headboard.
Cuffs hanging from the post.
Yeah. A whip hanging over the foot of the bed.
Right, in the drawer next to the bed, there's like
I inspect the
more
clothes.
cuffs and belts
It's
and
very,
bags and-
very nice material. Softer than most things you've ever felt, unless it was stolen. And this is very finely made silks.
And is there a way to know where from?
Make a history check.
Uh,
15?
You've seen this coming off of trade ships from Chult.
Always goes back to Schultz.
That's what we need to other show.
So yeah, you know this is very fine material, and he takes pride in his outfits too. It's very well cleaned and maintained and pressed, and
And there was nothing in the pockets or hidden in it anywhere,
no
or,
pockets.
um,
He lives a very simple life.
and the cloak is very nice too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I put that.
So the one you found?
I'm taking all of it.
Oh yeah. But the cloak, you put it on and it's dragging on the floor. And it's a human-sized cloak on a halfling. It's like a child just took their dad's cloak and put it on.
I flap it around with my wings.
And it's kind of hard because it's a pretty wide cloak.
Okay. I take it all off and put it.
Alright. He's like, is there anything else I can help you with? Or is the little one still going to continue rummaging through my belongings?
Do I notice anything, other possible rooms off of that one?
It looks like he had this setup, so he had his office and then his bedroom right off his office.
No basement?
This was upstairs. Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
other part to the basement?
They use it for storage.
The dungeon next game.
No, that's his bedroom.
No catacombs.
Not in this one.
We're missing something.
I think we're missing a lot. Primarily, a big green half-orc.
How is he doing? Oh, he's doing great.
Doing great. He's been a nice guy.
No
Couple
chlamydia. No diseases yet.
No, not yet, actually. That was his role.
There's nothing else around the pew with the windows open.
That was in the center of the aisle. It's like all the windows are way up high and they're all stained glass.
Do I notice any fabric on any of them downstairs?
No,
The Adams.
Oh. Go back in and roll an investigation.
Natural 20.
No fabrics.
Nothing.
No. They're all very well maintained, well cleaned, polished. He was just so if you guys would like to speak to Valletta, he
Alright.
generally doesn't leave the house.
I've already headed that way, so.
Alright.
Alright, let's go talk to Velveeta.
Alright. So is everybody heading out or
Yeah, but yeah,
Followed the dragon.
I'm already on my way there, so.
until 7?
I'm gonna stay at the church a little longer.
Okay.
As people go in and out, I'm gonna be sniffing.
Okay, just
Try to catch the scent on someone as they arrive.
go ahead and make a perception check for the first little while.
Seven.
Alright. So far nothing. So you guys eventually get to this large building.
Do I notice any oil or anything on the wall?
That around this place is oil everywhere.
Well, no, I'm not like a trail leaving the church.
No.
Okay.
But you guys get to the Hall of Exemplary Inventions and it's the smell of oil's real heavy in the air. There's piles of metal outside the door and off the side and down the alley. And you get to the door and it's a heavy metal door.
So, is it got like a door knocker or something on it?
Mhm.
So I'll go ahead and knock on the door.
You knock on it and the door opens up. And roll perception for the door opening.
16?
You see, though, as soon as the door opens, you're expecting to see a face there, and you look down, it's a small metal-looking child. You hear the sounds of gears cranking and springs, and they just kind of look at.
Hello?
I'm gonna drag him.
Is the letter available?
It nods and waves and turns around and starts walking into the building.
I follow it in.
It goes walking for a while and leads you down a couple hallways and eventually into this room where you guys hear a small explosion on the other side of the door. Ah, bitch!
Give a little knock on the door.
You hear the woman's voice. Yeah,
You Valletta?
yeah.
My name is Erevan. I'd like to speak with you, please.
I'm gonna open the door. My hands are a little full right now.
I'm gonna drag him.
Oh, what?
Don't mind her.
I bounce up and down.
As the door opens. Yeah, she's over there. She has her arms deep inside some kind of contraption working on it, and these weird goggles on her face.
So I hear you're the mind, as I'm just kind of looking around at everything. I hear you're the mind behind the automatons at the church.
Yep, my own design.
Someone or something just recently tried to firebomb our estate and made a beeline for that church. Any of these automatons of yours capable of weapons fire?
You're like, nope, those ones were just made to pull things.
Those ones.
Yeah.
No, there's others.
She looks up, she has like long, almost like telescopic goggles. Like, wow, you're ugly.
Can I poke her in one?
You poke it, it's like you see the goggle lift up. She's like, ah, hold on.
I just make I stifle like a little chuckle at that comment.
And it's this young.
She's a very handsome elf.
You're looking at her. She's this young woman, tan skin, almost scorch marks on her face, oil covering her, missing a couple teeth in the front. So what can I help you guys with?
Oh,
Race
well,
does she look like?
She's human.
Well, we'd like to know if any of your
Also,
creations are capable of either magic or weapon usage.
But yeah, hold on a second. I crank something here, spring kind of go bing inside. Like, there we go. Like move to the side, she presses a button and jumps back, and you see the arc of lightning come shooting out of this box. It's almost right. So still one of the people are saying that attack is from one of my machines, huh?
I'm not sure if it was from one of your machines, but my compatriots picked up a trail of oil and it hightailed it for the church after it attacked.
Oh,
Ran like this and I try to imitate it.
she's looking like I've never designed anything to run like that.
Is it possible somebody else may have stolen one of your designs?
I mean, I generally do assignment work, or I'll teach people how to do things. That way, I don't have to do all the work myself. You know how much time it takes to make 170 of those things?
I show her the clothing and ask if she recognizes them.
What's it over? Nice trick. But yeah, this is basic material you can buy it at any shop.
Liar. It's from Cholt.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff we get here is imports from Cholt.
They have a point.
Have you had anyone come through recently, either posing as a Chalton dignitary or otherwise, asking about your work?
I mean, dignitaries come in here all the time.
Wearing these clothes?
Within the last week or so, possibly.
Yeah, the
And
Chalton Embassy. They like to see what new technology we have and see if there's any way I can design them something to benefit and improve the quality of their lives.
I see.
Usually it's the ambassador that comes down himself.
How long ago was this visit?
About a month ago.
So no one within the last couple of weeks.
Oh no, the ambassador came back with a friend of his, and they were drooling and marveling over my work. And
What is the friend of that?
oh man, darker skin, funny looking piercings in his ears. He didn't speak much.
What were they interested in?
She was rummaging through some stuff and throwing some shit to the side. And they won't dispose of this box. One of these.
And what is this exactly?
She pushes the button. You see an image on it. What is this exactly? You see yourself on there?
So is that
I tried to
a
touch
recording device of some sort?
It captures a specific moment within 3 seconds. It can be played back. Push again. What is this exactly? Just keep pushing the button.
I try to keep touching the button too.
She is way out of your reach. She's standing up at full height.
I'm just trying to jump.
Make an acrobatics check. You managed to jump and give it a good poke and see it play again.
Oh, I'm very satisfied.
Go ahead and make your next perception check. The church.
18.
You notice that one of the guys comes walking through there has a faint smell of sulfur on his clothes. He's wearing just basic pants and a shirt. He has a very distinct smell of sulfur.
And I'll follow him.
He's in there for a good hour or two praying and then leaves and heads towards the docks.
On that one.
No. I'm just doing time lapse for his and jumping
Okay.
back and forth.
Yeah, he's doing this as we're.
I was gonna say I can't believe it. Or imagine talking to this woman for 2 hours.
No.
No.
So I've seen
Although I can
lightning
imagine pushing the button.
capability. I've seen lightning capabilities. Is anything capable of fire or fire bombing that you've built? Anything that could hurl something close to a fireball? Maybe launching bombs of some sort? I don't know.
No, I generally stay away from that kind of stuff. I was designing this to help power new street lights.
Lights?
Yeah, she kind of puts some wiring on there and runs it to this strange looking device, and she pushes the button and kind of pulls her goggles down a little bit. She's like, you might want to stand back.
So I kind of take her cue and stand back a little bit.
I pretend to pull goggles down.
She pushes the button, there's this flash, and then glass goes flying across the room.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, I'm still working the kinks out on this.
Ooh, that was interesting.
Yeah. No. No, no, no.
Is there anyone else that you work with that might have taken some of your designs and altered them for any reason?
She points a little mechanical child thing. She's like, just Nim, and she's the only one that helps me.
Nim.
Yeah.
I tried talking to him.
You just say that you see the gears turning and the springs clinking and just scared of you.
I pet her.
It's cold steel. You just there, you see the gears still ticking, and she's staring at you.
He likes me.
Gillette looks at you and say, Nim's usually not very against people. She just does what she's told. Nim, hand me the saw. She walks over, grabs it. No, the other one. Yeah. She walks over, hands it to her. Okay. No. I haven't quite worked that one out yet. But if there's any way I can help you guys, just let me know. If someone's using my designs to cause destruction, this is bad for my business.
We didn't exactly investigate too much the blast radius. We just took off in pursuit of whatever made the attack, and it led us to that church, which then led us to you.
Oh. Okay. Well, if you guys investigate the scene and there's anything left when the guards are done, let me know if you find any kind of oils or greases or anything like that around there that may lead back to something close to what I designed.
That was my next plan, was to go back and investigate the scene and see if there was anything I could discern from it.
By now, all the bodies have probably been cleaned up if there are any, and they'll probably be at one of the local temples up there with the clerics inspecting them.
I go back and search around the temple of Dragon Friends.
Okay. Okay.
Except for the game, or?
What's your mom doing?
He's heading back to the manor.
Right now. But Stefan, is your following?
Texting someone in game, or?
No, I'm texting my dad.
Yeah. Well, don't do it during the game.
It is. You're following this guy. Roll a stealth check if you want to be stealthy with it.
The 9 on stealth.
You think DOG is very stealthy.
Well, I don't know what his stealth is. It's probably better than mine.
I think his is lower.
He's really stealthy. You're on his back. And woo!
Yeah.
I would DOG be less stealthy than you.
Well, I think he'd be more stealthy than me.
What's your
More
stealth?
agile anyway.
Mine's only a 4.
His is the same. Yeah. So not very stealthy, but you guys think you're being pretty good. You know, he's crouching and walking, and now, but if you follow him, he gets down towards the docks and goes over to the ship and is talking to a man, goes aboard, then about 10 minutes later comes off and goes walking past and heading back into town.
You continue to follow him.
And goes into a couple shops, buys some, comes out with some food, keeps walking around. Roll a perception as he starts heading down an alleyway.
14.
You notice he kind of does, when he crouches down and over his manhole cover and starts touching it, and then it just lifts, slides as he drops down, and it closes over him.
Did I see what pattern he did?
Yeah. He was very obvious. He's like, pulling out a piece of paper, looking at it, and
Yeah.
it was top, left, bottom, top, right.
I'm not gonna do the same.
You go and hit it, and it lifts and slides back, and it's just a single cylinder going straight down into the sewers.
Okay.
He's got a ladder, I assume.
Nope.
No?
There's no ladder. He just jumps straight down inside.
Alright, well, I'm gonna jump down.
Okay. You jump down in there, and is DOG going with you?
Well, I was gonna call him if I landed. Okay.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check for your landing.
Come here. Acrobatics. 22.
Okay, yeah, you land just fine.
Mm-hmm.
And you land in, see, do you have dark vision or no?
No.
Oh, it's pitch black in there.
Alright. I'll have to light a torch.
You light one, and it's just a single tunnel going, it goes out for a while, then kind of degrades downward, and you hear splashing overhead like someone's running.
Okay. But the thing didn't close yet. I'm gonna call the OG to come down.
Okay. That's right to his page, too. Back to this on Dex, I believe.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for him and add +2 to it.
Creepy. 21.
Oh, no problem. He just jumps and lands right next to you, sitting down.
And then we'll head on up the tunnel.
You're heading for a while, and it winds switchbacks, and it's getting, the odor's getting pretty rancid. As you guys are heading, you went in over here, and it's just winding underneath all the blocks. And you see sewage runoffs going into the sewers, and it weaves back around for a while. And let's see, make a survival check, see if you have some other bearings for where you're at in the city.
Survival.
Yeah.
The 16.
You know roughly you're up towards the castle ward. With it following the sound, as he weaves going down these different tunnels, and eventually you come up to this one wall that has a very familiar symbol on there, the circle with an eye indent, and these 5 things coming off of it.
Is that familiar?
When you guys were in the warehouse?
No, it just dead ends into that wall.
That's where you can hear his footsteps on either side, but there's this wall as if there was a door there.
I want to touch it, see if it's real.
You touch it, and you feel stoned.
Okay. Wasn't there something inside the eye that we pushed, or?
I'll make a history check.
Because I remember we did something to open the other one. 12.
You remember you guys had part of one of the gems that are used as a key for these.
Who got the gem?
I don't remember who kept it last.
Oh. Let's see those one.
Those are mine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, his is over here then.
That was either you or maybe Elvin that hung on to it.
I do.
Well, yeah, but you might have the gem.
Okay, so it wasn't Enoch, so it might have been you that had the half of the gem. Remember, I would never putting it into anyone's inventory. So we'll say you have the half of the gem, and
Okay.
you put it up in there, and it's still half of the eye socket's still empty, as if you have to have both parts in order for it to act as a key.
I can't do one side, then flip it and do the other?
You're welcome to try.
I'll try.
Roll and add.
Oh yeah, we couldn't open the eye on the other one because we have two parts.
Yeah, you guys never found the other half. This.
Elvin's living?
Dex modifier. You're trying to do something fast.
Okay. It's on Dex for
Effects you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
good.
Yeah. I thought that my ring gave me a 2, but
Ooh. Roll a 1.
1 then a 3.
You go to flip it and you kind of go like that and you hear a sploosh.
Well, I'm gonna go find it.
Roll
Safety deterrent.
roll investigation.
Not find it all.
Finds the turd that kind of looks like it.
6.
Try to
You
put it
reach
together.
down where you think it went and you feel something that you think is it and your hand squish into it.
I'm gonna feel around and find it.
Go ahead and make another one.
I don't care what you're digging through.
Did you roll a 1 again?
Yes.
Oh my god.
16 recovery.
You're having a hell of a time. If you're getting the idea that it's not where you think it landed.
The
Alright.
turd comes to life.
Grabs your hand and sucks you down into it.
And I'm gonna keep going till I find it, so I'm not gonna lose that thing.
Go ahead and make one more roll.
Okay, do I have a brown?
Roll a brown die.
I have one.
To signify what you're digging through.
Huh. Oh. I'll roll DOGs. A 9.
That's...
No, I was rolling his die.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least you can get a 1.
It takes a while, but you follow the current for a little bit further forward and it kind of rolls and you find it and it's got shit all over it, literally, and
I can rinse it off there. And,
then you rinse it off. You found, but you got the half of the gem back.
okay. I'm gonna look around to see if I can find like any kind of lever or anything like that on the door besides that. Or,
Make an investigation check.
Any way to bypass that lock.
is that 11?
There's nothing.
Okay.
But you get the feeling now you found one of the entrances to the Xanathar gang's hideout.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to, I'll just go back to the nearest, manhole
Alright.
and go up.
Easy enough. You go a couple turns down and there's one right there. And you're in the middle of the castle ward. You smell like shit.
Alright. I made note of where this one's at, 'cause it's closest to that door.
Yeah, that one
And,
would be about 2 blocks down Selveth Street. Selbuth.
wow, I don't normally take notes.
Yeah, no. Yeah, now you memorize where an entrance to their hideout is.
Alright.
So
I'm gonna look for the bathhouse real quick.
a couple blocks down rather than main road, you find one. It's not hard. They see you and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
the guy's like, right this way. Come, you stay about 10 feet back, but follow me. And he leads you and Diogi through into this private room, and he takes out this. He has a stack of these little not metal, but wooden tiles. He grabs like 4 of them and clips them on, yanks them, and it flies up. And he walks over, pulls a string, and water starts filling the tub. He's like, clean this, and he walks out and closes the door behind him.
I get in, close and all. I'm still wearing all the cuffs and everything too.
Trying to clean everything all at once.
Might as well.
Might as well.
Okay, so what's everybody else doing this time? Now you said you're going back to the.
Yeah, heading back to the manor to try and investigate the
We were
scene.
heading back to the.
Okay, so you guys get back to the temple and.
What time is this road? Is this after dark? Or is it?
It's still early in the day.
Oh, okay.
So remember, all that started just around breakfast.
Okay.
It's probably about 2 in the afternoon at this point.
I
That's your,
wanna start looking around.
all right, roll the perception.
And after my bath, I'm gonna head back to the manor.
Okay.
Well,
Nothing out of the ordinary in the area. Seems like a pretty nice day. Sun's out. You know, prisoners going in and out of the temple like always.
find a place to drink.
Not hard.
Wanna go for a drink?
Sure.
I go,
Still early.
That's just weird.
I go in
Yeah,
the
what-
doors. I'm
what-
gonna drag him. And I order a drink.
Bartender's
What can I get for you? I'm gonna drag him.
It's not what it's time.
Dragon milk.
Dragham's milk.
Dragon milk.
the bartender looks at you and looks at you. Is this your child?
No,
But
She's
no,
just
so
a
he's
bit
not much
special.
bigger.
she's a dragon.
Oh, so she's special.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we have something special for you to drink. Hey, what can I get for you?
Something strong.
Alright, she comes back with a little glass and sets it in front of Tiddlywink and hands you a mug. Here you go, you'll like this.
I drink it,
Fresh milk.
throw the coins down, and I walk out. Flying.
She's... I'm not even gonna ask.
Okay, I down my mug and I follow.
Make a constitution check as you down it.
You did ask for something strong.
18.
Oh yeah, you're pretty good. Your lips are a little tingly after you pound it, but you're good.
I have a white mustache.
Yeah. So where are you guys headed after that?
I might go and find a post office. Send it.
Okay, so you go send.
I fly behind him.
Okay. You send Alice your letter.
Yes. Alice, send me our stuff.
Okay.
We'll be in Waterdeep for a while.
So the guy takes the letter and
Send it to this post office. No other.
you write the letter and he puts it in the slot. He's standing there looking at you.
I stand and wait. No.
Wait for like 3 weeks for
When's collection?
Pulls out his pocket watch. End of the day.
What?
Yeah, got a pocket watch.
We have automatons and all kinds of
I
stuff.
guess so.
Already, this is the capital.
It's all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Where do we go?
Everyone's seen a lot of things in his time, but he
Where
hasn't
do we
seen
go?
robots.
I don't know.
Hey, you know,
Let's
you-
go to investigate the fireball.
I lead the way.
Okay, so you guys are gonna be back. Eventually, you get back there. You see Irvon inside the bar, inside the manor.
I was gonna
investigate.
Oh, you
see if
investigate, okay, so you see him
investigate the
walking
scene of
around.
the, scene
Roll
of
your
the bomb.
investigation for it.
Wasn't gonna go in and drink just yet.
Well, I mean, it's you, so.
I was hitting hard stuff.
23?
You see there's some people outside talking now, as the area's kind of cordoned off, but,
Cookie chaser.
you know, there's the same captain of the guard there that recognizes you, so he lets you through, and he sees you and lets you through. And they're like, so, what can I do for you guys?
We're trying to figure out what the hell happened.
So are we.
Yeah, we got up this morning, started eating, and then bang.
Where were you guys at?
Here?
And he looks. This whole place?
Yep.
Okay.
And we took off after who we assumed did the attack. They were running along the rooftops and made a beeline for the Temple of Bahamut. And that's where the trail went dead.
Any noticeable or memorable traits about this individual?
He moved extremely unnaturally fast, and there was a distinct smell of oil on him. And we discovered the Temple of Bahamut has machines that they use for the festival,
Yeah.
and we also spoke with the creator of said machines,
Yeah, she's a strange one.
to say the least. Can we tell what made the attack here? Was it a device? Was it a spell? Was it...
Well, best we can tell, he pulls out this chain with, it has these 9 strands on, only 2 beads remain on it. We're guessing it was someone using a necklace of fireballs and tucks it back into his pouch. Looks like, from my best guess, they used all but 2 of them.
They explain the size of the fireball.
And not 7 charges to 1 fireball. Whoever they were after, whoever that gnome was, they wanted dead. And from our best guess and investigations, it looked like he was heading to your manor.
Well, it's the manor, it's our manor that he bombed.
It looked, for our estimations, he was the target.
I guess it's a good thing we were all inside, but feel bad for the people that were
Was that
standing
gnome
outside.
that was the target?
Yeah, the gnome was the target.
So they have to know them.
No, the dead gnome that's out here.
Yeah.
Oh, I
As they're
thought,
scraping his corpse off the ground.
Who was this gnome? What the hell's a gnome?
You.
no, he's an elf. It's a
what,
long story.
You is the gnome?
He just kind of.
No, who?
So who was
Who was the
this
Chinese
gnome?
president?
His name was Dalakar. He was, as best we knew, he was a hired hand for Lord Neverwinter.
Why would someone attack the hired hand for Lord of Neverwinter?
I have no idea.
Neverwinter,
Neverember is the last name, but he's the Lord of Neverwinter.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he? I could see maybe trying to capture, but to kill?
Well, among the bodies there was 3 members of the Zentrium, there was 2 members of the Xanathar
I
gang,
see.
a couple elves, some children, and a couple halflings.
So it sounds like someone's cleaning up.
Where's the ones of the Xanatar's gang?
They were taken to the local morgue.
I need to inspect them.
Alright, he pulled out his finger and writes some notes like, show this to the man, to the guard at the door, and he'll let you in.
So it makes that, with that cast of characters all done in by this blast, it almost sounds as if someone's mopping something up. Or trying to make a statement. One or the other.
With the rising gang violence going on in the city, it's hard to tell which side it came from. It could have been from any number of the factions.
You said, were any of the victims, you said Zentrium gang, were any of them among the Xanathar gang?
Yes.
Yeah, the 2 that I'm heading to
Okay.
investigate the bodies.
There was a couple from each gang, most of them civilians. There was the gnome. The way he was positioned looked like he was coming to your manor.
Yeah, we saw him fleeing the scene and tried to pursue, but we lost him. The trail led to the church, but that's where it went cold.
Not completely.
Did you find something?
I hung around when you guys left to go talk to the pinker lady, and
Loretta?
I picked up the scent on someone coming out of the church, and I followed them into the sewers to a door that had the eyeball on the door, and I couldn't open it.
There's another one of those doors.
And which I think is a Xanathar gang.
So they're a potential suspect. And obviously,
But there's 2 of their guys that were killed in it. That's why I wanted to go investigate their bodies.
Which are actually dead.
No. See if I can find anything about who they were or
Like, yeah, we're getting this one scraped up and taken over there. If you guys have any pull with any of the factions that run the city, I'd recommend having a word with them, see if they can help you pull some strings to get in there. I can get you in the door, but that's as far as I can get it.
I can talk to Mert and see if he's got any insight. We just did some work for the Harpers.
There we go. if you guys don't mind, I have some paperwork to take care of.
Fine, thank you for your
And head to the
information.
morgue.
Alright. You guys notice he's walking in, he's looking around, he's like, and so you're heading to the morgue.
I guess I'll go to the, what time of day are we at now?
It's still early afternoon.
Mid-afternoon. I might have to find Mert at the, where we were before.
Roll a perception as you head to go find him. He's in plain sight watching everything.
No.
You see he's got a mug in his hand, just, oh, hey, how's it going?
Could be better.
I can tell.
And then bombed a whole bunch of people and they attacked our manor in the process.
Yeah, I'd say they did a hell of a job.
It sounds like the only lead we've got is the Xanathar again.
The Xanathars, could be the Zents, could be a couple different groups.
So Stefan, I guess, tracked an individual to an entrance of one of the Xanathar game hideouts after leaving the Temple of Bahamut, which is where the trail of said attacker led to.
And anything I can do to help?
We need to find a way inside said hideout for one. He's going to investigate the bodies of the Xanathar gang members who were caught in the blast. See if there's anything on them.
Well, I'll see what I can find on Xanathar. He pulls up this little envelope. Go with him and hand this to the guards, and this will get you in to examine the bodies.
So I'll go find Stefan then.
As they head to the morgue,
Already had a note.
yeah, he's going to get you in the door.
What you wanna
The guards get you the door, but Mertz is going to get you into the bodies. Where you guys headed?
Well, the gnome was the hand of the Lord of Neverwinter, right?
He was a hired hand.
He was one of his workers.
So we could go and check on that, and I still have this note. I've never been inside there. A fancy castle.
I think you guys went in there with that note took you. It was when you guys met the 5 factions. That's what it was. They sent you guys the summons to have you come and meet the factions. But it'll still get you into the castle ward.
What you wanna do?
Ask him about this gnome. I've never seen a gnome.
And then on the way back, we can stop by the temple.
Make a history check, Tiddlywink.
Never seen a gnome before. Dragons don't often deal with gnomes.
8.
Too busy fighting wolves.
Well,
History?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8.
Something that's what I wrote for it. The gnome surprisingly looked a lot like Milden.
It's an ironic thing, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Isn't it ironic?
So as you guys start heading to the castle ward, you guys eventually work your way to the morgue, and there's 2 guards standing guard outside the door.
We just both present our papers at the same time. We're here to look at, we're here to inspect the bodies of the Xanathar
He
gang
looks them
members who were
over.
recently killed.
Head on inside. You guys get in, there's a cleric standing over the bodies, saying prayers over them. You can clearly tell which ones are which. You see the one guy with the 6 eyeballs tattooed, and one guy with just 2, and then the others are clearly, you probably guess that they're with the Zentrium.
I let the cleric finish before interrupting.
Alright, so he finishes eventually, and they bring in the corpse of Delacar and put it next to him. He's like, how can I help you folks?
We need to investigate the bodies.
Alright. Feel free, if there's anything I can help with, let me know.
These, I'm sure you know that these people were recently killed in an attack that happened right outside our manor.
Yes.
We're attempting to find out who did the deed.
Well, if there's anything I can do, let me know. You have the support of the Harper, so you have my support.
Did,
Is he the mortician or?
Yeah, he's the cleric that's taking care of everything.
Okay. When you do your examinations, well, I'm gonna also try and find if there's like any oil residues or.
Feel free to check over the bodies. If you need information from them, just let me know.
From the bodies?
Yes.
What can you tell us about who these people were?
As far as I can tell, this one pointed to the Xanthrium was the higher rank of the two. These three were from the Xanthrium. Of course, they're warring factions. Points to the ones on the head. If you're gonna check anybody, let's say check him. If you need them, if you have any questions for them, let me know.
Questions for them.
Yes. As a man of the cloth, I am able to every once in a while speak with the dead. You only get 3.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna examine the guy with the more eyeballs first.
Roll your investigation on him.
I want to check out the gnome, just out of curiosity.
Alright.
See if I can discern anything from him.
I only have 3.
You didn't find much on him. About 10 gold.
Was a 7 for my investigation?
You didn't find shit.
I'm gonna check the other guy, the other Xanthar.
Alright, I'm gonna roll your investigation on him.
Same freaking thing.
Nothing. You do anything else?
I'm gonna check out the Xantrian guys, I guess.
I'm gonna do one roll for all of them.
20 plus 6, 5, 25, 24.
Do you notice that they have a bag that's slightly, well, the leader has a bag that's slightly scorched in his pocket? Has a stone that's about that big around in it.
I will pick up the pouch and open it up to look through the stone.
It's this small gray stone with this weird, almost dragon-like carving on one side of it.
Is it a whole stone or like a half a stone?
The whole stone.
I motion over to the cleric. Do you know anything about this?
No, I myself have no idea.
Might be something like this one. You put the eyeball in.
Yeah. He's like, He reaches in his bag and pulls out another one. Like this.
A half one?
Yeah.
Do the other half.
Make an intelligence check.
Now we could do what? Oh no, it's a 0. So it's 14.
It looks like it would fit perfectly together with the other one, forming a full eye. Like, I have no use for this.
Oh, now we got a key to the
So it
door.
looks like we have a full key now.
Yeah.
Your hall smells better.
No, I got washed off.
I got washed in the bath with them. He's like, so, would you like to speak with any of them?
Well, you could probably ask one of the, probably the higher ranking Xanathar member if he knows who bombed it.
Whichever one you choose will be the only one you'll be able to question, and you only have 3 questions.
I want to question the main target guy from the Neverember.
The
No.
gnome. Yeah, maybe.
Think of your questions beforehand, though.
So, I'll let you guys discuss this metagame if you want to figure out what questions you should ask, because these are big questions to ask.
What do you think?
All you guys to discuss this, because
Go on the rings and say, we're gonna be able to ask the dead gnome 3 questions.
Why is he coming to our house?
Okay,
Why was he by our manor?
that's why was he
That's
coming to
one,
our house.
yeah.
That's one.
Has he heard of the singing gnome? Has he told his friends?
That's irrelevant. So ask him why he was near our manor. Why he might have been a target.
Why was he sent?
Who does he think would target him?
There's 2.
Yeah.
Well, depending on what he says, why he was sent, could he?
But
And why he was there in the first place is one question. Why he was that could answer the other question.
I answered more than 3 questions.
The cleric only has the ability to ask 3 of the dead.
Could take him to look. Could take ropes to look.
I will not defile another door.
be something in the stomach.
We're not
He
going
might
there
have
again.
swallowed a scroll.
We're not going there again.
Did we
So-
go there again?
For the questions.
Maybe, I think we got one for sure.
Why was he there? What does he know about shiny things?
Did he see an attacker before it happened?
Yeah, did you see the person?
Did they smell of sulfur?
There's two.
Two. Did you see the person?
Why were you there? Did you see the attacker?
And were any of these other guys with them?
And why were members of every major gang in,
Only two of the gangs.
well, the two major ones that are warring? Why were members of both gangs there and both killed?
No.
Wait, so do we have our three questions?
I think so.
The priest looks at you, alright. He puts his hands over the corpse and grabs his holy symbol and he looks at you guys as the corpse sits up. Here's your questions, I will relay the answers.
Why were you near our manor when the attack happened?
The head kind of looks at you guys, then looks at him and starts saying something that's almost inaudible. He's like, you heard of your group's exploits. The ones who rescued the son of Lord Never from the Zentrium. He thought the Stone of Galore would be safe with your hands for the time being. He was on his way to deliver it to you when, before it became reclaimed, and that's when the fireball struck.
Who
Did you see the person?
did you see the attacker?
The head kind of turns a little bit, and he starts talking. He's like, he said he knew he was being pursued by both the Zentrium and the Xanathar gang,
When they were both there?
but the fireball came from high above and they were on street level.
Third party.
Where is it now?
That'd be the other thing is where's the
What
stone?
was the stone you were supposed to deliver to us, and where is it?
And he kind of, that corpse kind of looks at you and looks you over from it and looks stepping over. The Stone of Galore is the key to finding the dragon's hoard in the city. It is in your hand.
Oh,
The corpse lays back down. He said, yes,
You have the stone.
the stone is the key to finding the dragon's hoard, whatever that is.
I mentioned that to Melvin.
I'll find it.
I'll just stash it away in a very,
Dragon's horde, he'll go nuts.
very personal spot.
Right down the pants.
That's my personal spot.
He's walking funny.
Down his pants is your personal spot?
Down my
At least now
pants.
Erevan has some stones.
Oh. And he's like, if you have any questions for the others, I can help you tomorrow with one of them. As it is, that is the only time I can cast that spell for the day.
You've been very helpful, very appreciative of your time.
As a priest of Pelor, it is my duty.
You got the stone off of what body?
It was off one of the Zentrium.
Zentriums?
Yep. One of the gang
Not
members from the Zentrium.
Zentharium.
It's Zhntararim.
So the gang members were more than likely there to take the stone,
Yeah, they were pursuing him to get it,
and
and somebody else
somebody else killed them all, but
didn't take the stone.
didn't get a chance to take the stone.
He didn't get a chance to or didn't want to.
Because he was being traced by a dragon?
And honestly, that's a good place to take a break since this is earlier in the session this week.
Yeah.
But now you guys know that the key to a dragon's hoard is in your pocket. It was being delivered to you because he had heard of you guys saving Raynar.
I just don't know necessarily why it was being delivered to us specifically. Like,
Safe
was
hands.
it as a reward? Was it just for safekeeping?
Safekeeping. You guys managed to save the son of Lord Neverember,
So
so
they figured it would be safe with us.
yeah.
fingers full of chips in them.
And we're back. Where we left off, Stefan and Erebon had just went to the morgue and talked to the priest of Valor. Yes. And they found out some interesting information about who this gnome was. They found out he was bringing the stone of Galor to them for safekeeping. He wasn't sure who the attack was from because he knew he was being pursued by both the Xanathar gang and the Zentrium. And the stone itself is the key to the dragon's hoard, whatever that may be. So.
And I got the other half of the key.
Yeah. Oh yes, and we also got the other half. We also got the other half of the key to the Xanathar base. Picking up, what were Nobin and Tim doing again?
We're out of the castle, talk to them.
Oh, you guys were heading.
Lord.
Alright, so we'll jump to that. You guys are making your way to the castle district. Of course, the guard sees you and lets you through. Same guard as before. You bring your way down. Are you hitting the same building you were going to before?
Wherever the Lord is.
Yeah, the castle wards where you guys notify factions. Okay, as you guys are walking in there, you go and you see Raynar standing there pouring a drink.
What's up?
Oh, Milton Tinley, how are you today?
Fantastic, I'm a dragon.
I see that. So, how can I help you folks? Raynar was the one you guys saved. Lord Neverember's
The
son.
one we went and protected the king for.
Is your pops around?
No, he's up in Neverwinter. He hasn't been very welcome in the city as of late, but I am here in his place.
One of you guys is dead.
Yes, I heard about the attack. Very sad thing.
Were you close?
Not so much. Dalathar worked more with my father. I spoke to him a few times. Why? Is there anything particular that happened?
Well, he died on that doorstep, along
it
with
was
quite a few other people.
he that died.
Why was he going to our door?
It's a bit of a long story. When the
I
Lord's-
love stories.
Have a drink and sit down.
I sit right down.
He goes, looks at you, and walks to the table, looks at the drink.
Sure.
He sets down a glass with some whiskey in it. So they, well, when Lords of Waterdeep ousted my father, I through this long dark shadow finally gone. Thought this long dark shadow finally gone good. The truth is, I wanted nothing to do with him, but his spies hounded me. One of them, the gnome Dalacor, as you guys have come to know him, had been watching me for months. About 10 days ago, the spy suddenly nowhere to be seen. My father didn't trust many people, but he trusted that gnome above everyone else. I spoke to Dalacor a few times of his friends. Apparently he was on some special mission and was afraid of the Zentrium and the Xanathar guild. He was afraid they were watching him very closely.
Why?
I think they were.
Last I knew, he was breaking into the Xanathar gang's hideout to steal something. He wouldn't share specifics due to his instructions from my father, but needless to say, they went after him for whatever he stole.
Xanathars?
Yes, the Xanathar gang.
They don't know anything about what he stole.
His mission was instructed to be kept private in between him and my father. All I know is he said something about them and finally finding a way into their hideout, and after that, he wouldn't disclose any more information.
Can I talk to your dad?
If you want to travel a week's journey north to Neverwinter,
Can't you just call him? He's got a special paper.
That's
my father is a very busy man.
we do know someone. Oh.
Things are not. We have a good reputation.
He's a devil.
Thanks a lot, Lord Neverember.
Thank you.
Bip, bip, cheerio.
Is there anything else I can help you guys with? Let me know.
Well, no, we skip out.
Okay. They go skipping out hand in hand. Where you guys gonna go?
We're heading to the temple.
Which one?
The temple with the
Moody.
Oh, the Temple of Bahamut?
Bahamut?
Alright.
What'd you call it?
Bahamut.
Dragon Temple.
The Dragon Temple.
A little while later, you guys get to the temple. The high priest sees you. Ah, welcome back. How can I help you?
Hi. My dragon friend here wanted to ask you some questions.
Alright.
I'm just gonna go and have a look at the altar.
Alright.
How many people?
This is for the children.
About 25 people in the building. And he's standing right in the middle of the room with you guys.
Well, I'll come back.
I start flapping and flying around, casting color spray.
Okay. He looks at you. And what was your question?
What do you know about dragons as I continue kind of jumping around?
I've just thought about a way to do this. I rush him, grab you by the arm and drag you outside the door.
Okay, so he's like, alright then.
She's really confused by this.
I'm sorry, we'll be right back. You've got a hairbrush. I've got a key. Either give me the hairbrush or I give you the key. Keep him distracted. One of us sneaks in that room. Get the old open heart to get out of there.
I give you the brush and I go back and fly.
I cast fly on you when you go back in. I brush my hair. And
I was sprinkling it from the air.
He's like,
and I would like to sneak into his office when no one's looking. I'm invisible.
Hairbrush.
make a
Oh,
step
I'm
check.
invisible, but you can still see a door.
Oh, yeah. As you walk.
So I get advantage for being invisible.
Oh, don't worry about that. When you get into the office, roll a perception.
No, it wasn't.
19.
As you open the door and walk in, you see an altar boy sitting there. He looks up. How can I help you?
I'm sorry.
As you pass through the door, he saw you. How can I help you, sir?
How can you see me?
He points at the green glows in the doorway as you're standing there.
Oh, of course. Oh,
United Field.
Residual.
there's others. Never mind.
Hey, the high priest wants to see you. He sent me to come get you.
I was instructed to stay here and wait for him.
Well, he's just instructed me to instruct you to go out there.
Roll a deception.
Mm. 17.
Like, I think I'll wait here. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, you can wait right there for a second.
Alright.
Since you're gonna wait there anyway.
Yes, as I was instructed to.
So I'm gonna cast whole person.
Okay.
Okay.
The room's a no magic field.
It seems every room I sneak into is with no magic fields. Okay.
You're also sneaking into high priority people's personal space.
I know, but
You think this is a high
the dwarven town was anti-magic everywhere as well.
dwarf state magic.
I just leave them. Like, come on, Tilly, let's go.
He goes
No fun to be
back
had.
reading his book. Alright, so where are you guys gonna go?
Go home, go to bed.
Middle of the day, go to bed?
Yeah. Go drink.
No one's
Yes
disgusted.
and no.
Where were you guys gonna head after going to the morgue?
No? We need to go anywhere.
What time of day are we out of it? Early evening yet, or?
Yeah, it's about early evening after all. You guys are running around.
Probably just head home.
Yeah, so we can head back to the manor.
You guys get there. A little while later, Tiddly and Milton come wandering in. They're just in there hanging out.
Did you guys find anything?
Nope.
No? Or even
Nope, but I'm looking looking to find the bottom of a glass.
Well,
I
there's plenty
got
of those
something
options.
today. I'll pull out the two halves of the eyes.
You put them together, it
Got-
seals itself into one.
I got the full key.
We have a whole key to a
The key to what?
Xanathar hideout.
Xanathar's hideout.
Oh, where's that?
Down in the castle district.
Oh, okay.
Did you want to check it out?
You wanna go?
You guys are the sneaky ones.
Yeah, it doesn't
I
really
kinda
do much
wasted
for
all
us.
my stuff,
Huh?
so I have no spell slots and no invisible hairbrush or anything, so
What do you?
I'm kinda,
Go in the morning.
okay.
I guess you go tomorrow.
Go tomorrow night.
Well, we could don't go fight
Get us any more
trainer
shit.
giants.
So what's the plan for the rest of the evening? As the ghost comes floating through. Ah, welcome home.
Hey, Liv!
How are you today?
I'm good. Any visitors? Anyone else blow up on our front door while we're gone?
Not lately. I've been keeping a watch.
Hopefully we can keep it that way.
After the last exploding gnome, I've been keeping a watch out the windows.
That's a good initiative.
Yes, that can be very messy.
If only
Oh,
more
I
people
know
kept
one thing I'm
watch
gonna
for
do.
exploding gnomes.
If I can find a store that's open,
Which wouldn't be hard to do.
yeah, I want to order a bed, nightstand, and
Okay, if you find a couple shops,
Some Swedish meatballs while you're at it.
they cut you a good deal. 2 gold for the full set. They tell you to give them a couple days to make it all and they'll have it delivered.
Bring it through the back door. The front door's a little exploding.
We had a minor incident at the front door. Okay, so after that, everybody going to bed for the night, or
Yeah.
okay? Next morning rolls around. Your ghost buddy's making breakfast again. The food smells a little strange, but it looks edible.
dead food.
Did you make... Liv, did you make this?
Yes, I did.
Why does it look weird?
It's locally sourced.
It's not locally sourced from this pantry or this abandoned house, is it?
Not from the pantry.
So where?
He looks down a little hole at the bottom of the wall.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Alright. Anyone else like some?
Never mind, this is fuck it. The other elf's just being stingy.
It's just a little pile of looks like minced fried meat.
I was down.
Make a constitution check. It's a ghost cookie.
Yeah, just being stingy was I, bitch.
You guys didn't have a problem eating it yesterday.
What'd you roll?
1 and an 8.
He takes a bite, chews it, instantly turns to the side, and starts throwing up.
Whoa, watch out, Scott.
Here, Irvin, have mine too.
Still being ungrateful, you little prick.
Yet I'm not chuckling my guts up.
I'm also not the one who made deals with the devil, but
I'm not the one that was restored by the devil.
that doesn't make it.
If your soul's forfeit to the devil, does that make you lawfully good?
Yeah, you owe Callison your life.
Yeah, he's gonna turn us all into goop.
Not
How-
you.
how-
He seems
how
to
can-
like you.
How can you even possibly trust that man? He can turn into anyone or anything
Because
at a
he
moment's
brought
notice.
you back to me.
That doesn't mean jack shit. Just means he wants to kill me later down the road. Along with you, along with Stefan, along with Tidley, along with our absent orc friend. Hell, he may even go down. He may even go down and mess with our fucking bar, burn it down, or turn it into his own establishment. All of your money gone.
Not the money. What's the money done?
Because you trusted a scumbag, liar, shape-shifting piece of garbage.
He is mighty handsome, though.
Sounds like
So-
a lot of judgment. He's he God.
So just if this comes back on the rest of us, and it's going to, I'm gonna kill him, and then I'm gonna kill you.
Okay. Wow.
as Erebon walks out.
I wander out and
As
down
that
to
is
the
going on,
docks.
you hear this. Look over, Raynard's pouring this like, don't mind me. Anyone else need a drink?
This is alcohol.
I'm eating some pocket
Okay,
ham.
I need some electric.
Oh, he's like, oh, this is my bottle.
It's in a. You do not bring drinks from other establishments.
Shut the fuck up,
into
no
our
one.
Do you
bar.
have a
As
license
he
to sell
walks
liquor
in.
here?
Lift, do you have a license?
Like, I'm a ghost, I don't sell anything.
God damn it, Lift!
You just hear Erebon, shut the fuck up, Nelvin, as he walks out the door.
You said you were leaving.
That's what I said as I was walking out the
So
door.
get the fuck out.
He's just like, I just came by for breakfast.
Here, have a plate.
He takes it, he's gonna eat some of it. No problem, just,
I'm going back down to the Temple of Bahamut.
okay. He's just like, I don't know what the fuck I just walked into.
It's okay. We have this friend called Callison. These two don't get on. Even though Callison saved his life.
I guess I've heard this name several times.
Yeah, he's a harper.
No, he is not.
Yeah, he is.
His brother was. The one that you lot were speaking of is someone who's very wanted across the country by the Purple
I
Dragon.
know,
Knights.
isn't he dreamy?
No one knows what he actually looks like.
We've seen him made.
But have you seen him in his true form?
Well, I'm not actually there.
You know,
Did he show us his true form?
No, no.
I wandered to the docks.
All you guys have seen is his
I don't
celestial.
like going to Mafia Daddy fight.
Like, what that thing is, no one really knows. No one's ever seen the true form of the changeling. Oh, we all thought they were myth until he emerged. Right now, with the information you have provided, he is being heavily watched by the Order of the Gauntlet, the Emerald Enclave, the Lords of the Lions, the Grey Hand.
Okay,
The
so
Harpers.
where is he then?
How do you
Being
watch somebody that changes their form at a moment's notice?
His last known location where he was seen entering was at the Chilton Embassy
When was this?
this morning.
At the embassy! I wish the door would shout out, hey everyone! Your buddy's at the embassy!
Roll a perception so you can hear him.
13?
Yeah, you hear him yelling.
I just stopped in my tracks.
He's dying to see you! But not as dying as you were previously.
Does he decide to go to the embassy? No, he's gonna keep going to the church and ignore Milton.
Okay. Mariana just sits there, eating quietly and drinking. Where'd Stefan go?
Stefan's eating his own food, because I was eating some pocket ham.
Oh, you're just sitting there eating
Bucket ham.
pocket ham.
Pocket ham.
Because I put
Oh.
food inside my
Yeah.
my palate.
From the
And then I'm gonna go and check on my robe or
Alright.
my cloak.
As you're sitting there, Raynard pours you a glass and hands it to you. And sets the bottle on the table and just continues eating, not knowing what he's eating, but enjoying it. And where's Tiddly going?
Just to ask some people about
horse.
Spell it.
what may have been stolen.
Yeah.
Xanathar's gang.
Oh, you're gonna try to gather information? What ward are you gonna head to gather information?
The docks.
Nice to get down to the dock ward and roll a perception to see if you can find anyone who may be able to give you any info.
19.
You see some Xanathar gang members. Clear as day, down by the docks, you see these two large ships that look like they just pulled into port and a third one way out in the water. Even bigger. You see them talking to this guy, trying to look like they're trying to talk their way onto one of the ships.
I'm gonna kind of stealth down and listen to the conversation.
Alright, roll stealth. Oh, with yours, he did have it complete. So when you got to the shop,
Oh, it's complete?
yeah,
Okay.
did it nice, tailored fit to it.
21.
Oh yeah, you managed to get up there and Just like you thought, they're trying to argue with the guy trying to book passage onto the ship, trying to get out of the city.
I hear why.
They never state why. They're just going back and forth with the captain trying to talk their way on, and he's not letting them. And as they're doing, you see these two large, what look to be half-orc guards come walking down the gangplank and standing on either side of it, blocking it. Both of them wearing full plate armor, scuffed up, dinged, you know, great swords on their backs, just stand with their arms crossed looking at these three individuals. They're not letting them aboard.
Okay. I'll just keep wondering.
You wander for a while and make another perception to find one.
Go knock on that door.
13.
Couple, you know, little street thugs running around, no gang affiliation marks on them. There's a lot of sailors roaming around. Occasionally you see a member of the Xanathar gang walking alone.
I follow the sailor.
Okay. How long are you gonna follow him for?
Oh, sailor, not the. Or is that the Xanathar?
No, there's sailors everywhere. There's just one member of the Xanathar gang wandering along through the dockboard.
Is it a good-looking sailor?
No, it is not.
You still like Dragon Ball?
Dragon?
Duh.
I mean, he's tattered, nasty looking clothes, doesn't look like he's bathed in years, missing like 6 of his front teeth. You know, his skin's all tanned and leathery.
20%.
Yeah, small one.
Small.
Small. Doesn't look like he's gotten paid yet. Looks like his sack is empty.
Probably.
Who's empty this time?
Which
Alright,
one?
I'll follow the other guy.
Yes. You can follow the Xanathar gang member. You're wandering around, and he's looks like he's just patrolling around the ward, and then after a while he goes down into the sewers, and
So through a manhole cover.
yeah.
I'll follow.
And he goes over the manhole cover, roll a perception, see if you see what he does.
Home cook. 22.
Oh, you see the pattern he touches, and it opens up, and he drops down and closes behind him.
Follow.
And he opens up to go after him.
Yeah, why not?
You're wandering for a while, switchbacks, tunnels. Actually, do you have dark vision or no?
Probably not.
Oh, then you need the.
Japanese style hot dog?
When you get down in there, it's pitch black then.
No,
Sounds like dragons don't get dark vision.
you could use your torch / flame breath.
Walk out the torch sticking out of her mouth.
I ring my bell in my pocket.
Oh,
2 small torches have the nostrils.
oh, ringing a bell.
Bring attention to yourself.
And what are you doing?
Help!
You're down in the sewer, it's pitch black.
Nobody comes to the bell?
Your footsteps coming closer. You hear them going away, stopping, and then coming back to you.
Help!
Oh, I can't go.
I'm following it, I can't get out.
No response, but the footsteps are getting closer and quicker.
So I'll stealth. No, I'm not.
And you're standing in the middle of a tunnel.
I'm just gonna keep screaming help.
I'm a dragon, help! I broke my wing, I broke my wing. I can't get out. Where's the exit?
After a few minutes, the footsteps sound like they're just up on you, and they start going away.
Wait, help me! I fell in this hole.
They just keep going. I rolled a 3 to see if he's gonna lose interest or not. If not, it's gonna be one-on-one combat.
That could have been beneficial if you won.
You were going down the road.
Yeah.
And you could, yeah, I mean, you could still try and pursue him, but.
Yeah, night vision.
I know, but.
You can follow
Sets
the
him on,
sound,
sets him on fire, and then
put your hand on the wall and follow
Just huck
the
a torch
sound.
at him.
High blow fight.
get some high. Oh no, we need some
Oh,
saffron
wait,
spirits.
wait,
to
I
fight.
have oil and I have a lighter thing. I
Yeah, you have
can.
a lighter, you have a torch. Just blow fire at him.
You're gonna try to do that?
Oh no, you have grease, don't you? You can start a grease fire.
There's a lot of ways you can pursue and attack this guy. And if you kill him, maybe you get another key.
Or things can go very badly, very quickly.
That's true, but
You're in a tunnel full of sewage.
that's true.
All the methane.
Yeah, all that methane.
The manhole cover just gets
I
blown,
would
you
try to
know?
go.
Be like Mexico City.
All of a sudden you see Timothy flying through the air smoking.
This manhole cover just flies in the air. It's like,
No, it's not even the first time.
And manhole cover just boom, 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 boom.
I message, guys, I'm in all.
What? Where? What? What hole?
Not a sailor hole.
That leaves me with more questions.
Here enough. Was it a glory hole?
There's really nothing glorious about this.
Okay, back to my math.
What do you want me to do?
Where's this
There's
tunnel?
a Xanathar guy headed down the tunnel.
Then maybe
In the
try
box.
Thieves' Camp?
Where I am?
but I think he
don't
already
know.
knows where you're at.
I don't know where you are.
I want to leave a flag from the pink dress.
Oh, after the fact.
Yeah, you climb back up there.
Oh, there's no ladder or anything?
Exactly
Oh, there
what I would
is.
do if I was in Tiffany's position.
I will summon Ninetales.
And
10
thieves
minutes,
can't
and
kill
I
him
will
and get him to let you
fast
do it.
pace it down to the
But
docks.
you also gotta lift the manhole cover to get out.
There's no holes in there or anything.
There's one little lip hole in the edge where they normally pry it up and lift it. But the way the guy opened it, you saw he used combination.
But I
of
just want to
steel.
be able to stick a piece of fabric up through so they
Oh,
know
yeah, you
which
can
one.
easily push the dress up through there.
Okay. Just a fat tear a piece off.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to follow
Before
up.
you go, did you want the key to the Xanathar hideout?
Oh,
I'll give Neblin the key to the hideout.
I hightail it. I high Ninetails it.
Hi, Ninetail it.
I tell him the code and I follow the guy.
Yeah, it's like up, down, right, left.
Feeling the wall.
It's like an old school cheat
A,
code.
B, A, B.
Start select. So, in the meantime, what all was Stefan doing after getting his new cloak?
Oh, yeah, that's right, I wasn't there, so I can't give you the key.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
want
I
to get your
wouldn't
own.
know that.
Keyless.
You're having the trade ward.
Well, I'm not too far from where I know where she's going.
Yeah, you know the exact manhole she's at.
Yeah, well, I know where they're going to.
Yeah.
You've been in this
So
manhole
I'll
before.
go. I'm gonna go to the what's it? I can't remember. Selith Street.
Yeah, okay, so you're into the castle ward.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up to the Castle Ward, go to Selith Street, and open that manhole.
Alright.
I'll go down there and wait.
Okay. And as you're doing that, he's heading to get her. You're heading to the Temple of Bahamut.
Yep, I'm gonna go speak with the high priest and see if he knows anything about anyone who deals in, what was it, a bracelet of fireballs or something?
A necklace.
Necklace of fireballs.
So you get in there, and it's not hard to find him up at the altar. He's saying prayers and, taking a child and dunking it in water. The holy wedding was. Next.
I cleanse you.
So I'm just kind of patiently waiting for him to finish.
Takes about 5-10 minutes. He's dunking babies head first into this bucket of water.
Sounds like a Russian baptismal.
Yes.
Hot baptism for waterboard.
Right. Break him early.
Tell me where the devil is.
Okay, so eventually he sees you. He kind of waves up. How can I help you?
You know, anyone around here who deals in artifacts such as like necklaces of fireballs or anything of that nature?
Any adventurer?
Well, is anyone around here dealing those sorts of ones?
Not that I'm aware of. Dangerous objects like that are generally kept out of the city unless they're owned by an individual.
Because best the captain of the guard can tell, that's what was used to attack the people outside our manor.
Alright. I can keep an ear out. The only time I can't tell you is done confession. Other than that, if I find anything, I will send word.
Do you know anyone around here who might have any other leads?
Hold on. Down at the docks, there's a new ship that came into town. You want to speak with Captain Zarda Zard. He's a
Wait, wait,
Z-A-R-D-O-Z
Z-A-R-D-O-Z
Z-A-R-D Zarda Zord.
Zord?
Zard. He's like, how can I put this kindly? He's of the Drow persuasion.
Ah,
Yes.
we've already encountered some of their kind.
He and his luxury ship just arrived in port, trying to sell wares that are relatively not legal to sell in Waterdeep.
I see. I suppose I will go pay him a visit then. I thank you once again for your information.
He bows, and may the Platinum Dragon watch over you.
We'll even head towards the dock.
Yeah, next!
Starts dunking babies again.
Tell me where some devil is!
Where's your mother? Oh, better yet, your brother.
Who is your daddy? I want to know. Okay. So eventually you work your way down through there, and we'll say you see Nilbin running along on his fox down through the dock ward, and as you're heading, you
Hold up a little.
yeah, it's kind of like this flash going through, but you're like, yeah, I can smell it. You can smell it. But you can't miss these three ships. There's two big ships in the harbor and one massive one out in the bay. I mean, this one is out in this area, and these two ships are docked right along here. So it's clear as day where they're at. Okay. So you, so you're gonna work your way down towards the two ships?
Yeah.
Which one? The one on the left or the one on the right?
Guess we'll start with one on the right.
Okay. The one on the right is, you see on the side of it, it's marked Hellraiser. The other one's marked Heartbreaker.
Anyone nearby that looks like they could be a vendor of sorts or somebody looking to maybe sell something less than legal.
Oh, you see them still, you see one guy in front of each ship arguing with two of the people from the harbor. Yeah, they're like clearly trying to shut them away. And both men from the ships are drow.
What about the people trying to get on board the ship?
Oh, there's no one trying to get on board right now. There's two big orcish looking guys blocking either gangplank.
Well, I thought you said there were people still arguing.
Oh no, there's the people from the two drow from either ship arguing with people from the harbor, like the harbor masters, trying to get them to let them unload their goods.
Oh, I see. So they're in the middle of just arguing with the harbor
Yeah, they're
employees.
trying to get permission to offload and sell their wares, and they're being shut out. Two human males arguing with two drow males.
Do I see a way onto the ship other than the dock? Or would I have to go for a swim to try and find a way in?
You probably have to go for a swim and try to find a way to scale the ship.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see.
do?
Investigating a murder, thank you very much.
That gives you free reign.
No. I'm just looking at my options.
Yeah, you can see that you can probably get on either ship or on the backside if you were for a swim. But the ships are fully crewed and they're all over the dock, over the deck.
I can't get their pretty little fingers, Daddy.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna walk up to one of the groups of people, I guess, and just ask, is there a problem here?
The two human like, yes, these drow are trying to sell illegal wares in the city. We're telling them no.
Oh, and you're speaking to the right
I was
You
looking
will
for,
pedal on them like no other.
I was looking for a Captain Zardazard.
The Captain Zonos, he's aboard the eye catcher, docked out in the bay. He will not be coming to shore until we are given permission to sell wares.
May I go and speak with him as though?
Or persuasion. I take it as a no.
That was a 1, followed by a 10 recovery.
I'm sorry, we have no ship, we have no boats heading that way, and the captain generally does not come out before before sunset.
Or sunset.
Yes. He's more partial to the moonlight.
Alright, so, will he be coming ashore around nighttime, or?
If we can get permission, if we can get permission to unload our wares, yes. He'll become the person who broker the deals with the local shops to sell our wares.
Alright, thank you for your time.
They kind of now you start going back to arguing amongst themselves.
What's immediately around the dock where that I could waste some time?
A couple bars, major dives.
I'll go sit at one of the bars and just have a few drinks while I wait.
Okay. Then jumping back to Nilden. Finally arriving at the spot marked with a piece of pink fabric flapping out of the
Flapping.
manhole. Flapping out of the manhole.
I think I found your dress in a manhole.
How far down have I gotten following this guy?
How far down have you walked? How long were you gonna keep following the footsteps?
Yeah, listening, following by sound.
You get to the second intersection, and it's hard to tell because of the echo. It was basically a straight line. You feel along the way, feel an opening, then another wall, another opening, another wall, and then you couldn't tell where the footsteps are coming from.
Oh, here, I think through the splashing.
All you hear is the echoing right now. But it's not hard to find where she would be. It's just a straight line.
Oh, I was just waiting for her to let me know how to get through.
Oh yeah,
I told you that.
Oh yeah, it was up, down, left.
up, down, right, left.
I climbed down.
And you go down and get up to her.
I'm gonna try and draw my sword. Oh, 1, something.
Ooh, I
something
forgot what
was-
one was.
You rolled something other than a 4.
It's not
Cold, so that's not gonna go anywhere.
cold.
Alright, no. So, no, and then I'll cast Continual Flame on it.
Oh.
Just, here you go, team.
Okay. So light in the path. I mean, it's not hard to find. Get pick back up on his trail. You guys eventually find your way around and roll perceptions.
16.
17.
Does he go by me or?
Were you standing next to the emblem, or?
No, I just went down, I went in at that entrance and I was waiting right there.
Yeah, they went in down here. You were in up by.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they eventually come up and
No, the guy that they
Oh,
were following.
roll a perception.
1-7.
You didn't see nobody.
Oh, we're
You're
rolling.
kind of
great
like
now.
half dozing off, standing there. Eventually, you guys go. You see Stefan kind of leaning against the wall, eyes kind of.
Tell him.
Roll stealth.
That's a 1. Roll back.
Oh! You're walking, you're sneaking, and spoosh! You're under the water, in the shit, face first. And you hear the splash, and see Dylan just face first.
There's a hole over there.
I cast fly and just
Come on, shit covered.
You're covered in shit head to toe, literally.
they will never pick up my scent.
They'll never pick up your scent, but they'll pick up a scent.
I heard where Tinley was going, so I was gonna bring you the key.
Okay. Thanks.
So, where are you guys gonna go now?
Well, I'm not stealthy at all, so.
Neither am I.
Clearly.
Do I have advantage now that I stink of shit?
No.
Probably disadvantage. At least in social interactions.
Well, yeah. For hiding in sewers.
Well, yeah, if you're hiding in a sewer, you blend right in.
Yeah, you gotta kind of crouch down a little bit.
Crouch down, find it in like a corner. Nobody ever know you're there. They can't even smell you.
I mean, I could cast prestidigitation, but let's go with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Go with camouflage.
Yeah.
I'll keep going.
Okay, so you guys you get up to the wall where Stefan has sat, and the emblem's up there with he pops it in, and just as it pops in, you feel it push the key back up, and the wall slides up. And for you guys, it's a well-lit tunnel. It kind of raises up where the door is not in the shit, and it's a nice cut stone floor. Now there's sconces every 10 feet on the walls, and there's paintings along the walls, really nice ones at that.
You want me to come with you, or?
I want to try and
Stay
tear
here.
one of the paintings down off the wall.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Tear one of the paintings down. I rolled a 15. What do you want me to add to that?
It's a straight roll.
Okay, it's 15.
And well, the frame lifts up.
Okay, I want to take the picture out of the frame and then canvas to wipe myself down.
Okay. Pop it out. No idea what this painting was, but you're using to scrape all the shit off you.
Oh.
Are you
How
putting
big
it
are
back?
these paintings?
I'll put it back in the frame.
They're probably about that big.
Like, tall as me?
Yeah, they're fancy paintings.
Like, is there one of a person? Like,
There's different
I think
sceneries,
I'm on
people.
the same page as you.
not one of a person.
Oh,
Is it like a full body portrait
Yeah.
of a person?
There's a man standing there holding his jacket.
I want that.
I want to take that down.
That was the one you should have wiped
See,
yourself
Is
with.
there two?
No, we can take it down. You can have it, but
Oh.
please let me cut the face out of it.
Oh, so you.
Okay.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
No problem at all. You have to get one down and cut the face out.
Hey, T!
Okay, I'm gonna head back out.
Okay. Take a step and spoosh back into the water. As the wall closes right behind you.
As we go forward.
I put my head through a circle.
Every time there's a slide door, you just press against the wall.
It's like some Scooby-Doo shit right there.
So that means it was just the eyes.
Yeah.
Just hanging above the wall holding the painting.
Yep.
He cut the whole face out though.
Yeah, but somebody at first glance probably isn't going to notice. Especially if they're just walking down the hallway. Then it's going to be one
It's
of
just a
those.
little 3D.
It's that interactive art these days.
It is now.
We carry on down this.
Alright, where's stepping ahead? Because now they're in the Xanathar, where you leave the Xanathar Guild's hideout, not knowing a way out of there. He's getting drunk.
Not really.
Have we got an
Probably
STI
drinking
check
rum or grog.
Have we had an STI check from Enoch lately?
Right.
See how he's doing.
STD check.
Oh, he's still doing great.
Okay. He's not got A, B, and C yet.
He's rolling 19s for each one of them.
Everyone's pacing is drinking. Says that he's an elf.
Where are you gonna head?
I didn't have anything else I wanted to do, so
I'm just following leads. That's all I'm
I
doing.
don't have any leads.
We're following a path.
Following up on
Paintings,
leads.
following up on.
Mm.
Trying to get some answers. That's all I'm doing.
Actually, I want to go find someone from that other gang.
Was it Centurion?
Yeah,
What ward are you gonna search around in?
I'll go down to the probably over to the trade ward.
Alright. You head in there and you're walking about and roll a perception.
$11.
You see a guy in a black hood cloak running on the street, and three figures right behind him wearing red and yellow cloaks with eye tattoos.
So they chased by Xanathar gang.
Mm-hmm. There's three of these guys with tattoos going all the way back across their head to the back of their neck, and there's one guy running away from all three of them.
I'm gonna get on Diogi and go riding up next to him.
Alright.
Need a lift?
Kind of looks at you, the corner's eye, and hops up on top of you, grabbing on to the fur.
I didn't ask what size he was.
Is he Goliath?
But
He's
he's
human.
dire, so
It's a human.
Like, what, you
Yeah.
wouldn't fit on a dire wolf?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He hops up on and grabs a hold of the fur. He's like, "Where are we going?"
And start cutting down alleys and stuff, try to lose those guys.
Hold on.
He's gonna go flying off, isn't he?
You go ahead, Jody. Cut around one of the corners, and you feel his back end go a little wide, and you hear, "Oh shit!"
I'll stop and jump out.
He starts getting up. He comes run over and jumps back on. He's like, "I'm ready this time." I wasn't expecting that corner.
Okay, get back on, get going.
Yeah, so
Try
you
to
guys
lose
are
those guys.
tearing down. Which way are you headed?
Just going through the alleys and stuff, trying to lose those guys.
Oh yeah, it's like 5 minutes, and you guys lose.
Yeah, doing random ones.
Yeah. This time he's kind of hanging on, anticipating your movements, and
And after I think it's clear, go ahead and stop.
you stop in this little dead end back alley, and he hops off, and I don't know who you are, but you really pulled my ass out of the fire with that one.
My name's Stefan.
Because I'm Corbin.
And,
Corbin?
Corbin.
Corbin.
He didn't hear it.
No.
Hey, I remember when Corbin got his toes glued together. You're probably too little to remember that.
I've heard the stories.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys.
Well, how can I help you?
Well, there was, the assassination outside of my manor, and a couple of your guys were caught in it,
Yeah, I heard about that.
and I was suspecting Xanathar gang.
He just kind of looks at you, not pulling his hood back at all. And, what are you asking?
Well, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Xanathar gang, because you guys would know more than anybody, because I know you guys are at war with them.
It's like, I can help you out. What do you need to know?
I heard recently something was stolen from them, and
But yeah, they, some know, wait, he rolled, yeah, he's gonna spill it.
just saved his ass too. So.
Right. You rolled 2 ones for holding back information.
Jesus. He's just gonna.
Yeah, they stole an artifact from the leader of the Xanathar Guild. I wasn't told what it was. The guys that were sent to retrieve it and bring it back to our boss. in order to find out what it goes to.
You know, who was it that stole it?
A gnome.
Okay.
And all I heard is it was a gnome. He was heading to the northward to make a drop. Some of our guys went to go intercept. Xanathar gang got in the way. It got crazy. Fireball went off.
Yeah, 'cause I tracked one of the guy back to the Xanathar hideout that I believe is the one who launched the fireball.
So where was this entrance at?
It was the one in the castle ward.
We're at the castle ward.
I don't know the exact spot. It's
Roll deception.
a 12.
He looks at you, pulls out a gold coin. Where's the location?
I couldn't sell that information. I know it'd be starting the war in the castle district.
Come on, Dad. It'll be ending a war. He pulls out a bag, kind of holds it. How does 25 platinum sound for your time?
That just wouldn't be right.
I can respect that. But you would be getting rid of a nasty gang. They're doing more damage in the city than we are. We're mostly sellswords.
Sell swords,
People hire us to do jobs, we do them.
mercenaries.
Mercenaries, arsonists, whatever the job needs. Arms trading.
Funny you should mention arson.
Arms trading. It's all up to them.
We deal in whatever the job needs.
And you're welcome to go track down those
Information gathering.
We could have just moused it down ourselves.
You're welcome to track them down.
Information trading is one of my
I can
specialties.
get some buttered over.
I report directly to the boss. He gives me information, I sell it. I buy information, I bring him the money, and give him the information. So having us as contacts isn't too bad of an idea. We already know you guys have ties with the five factions. We know you guys live in the house up in the Troll Skull Alley. We also know you guys have been running the countryside, doing a few jobs here and there.
And tried to do some honest work.
That's respectable. There's also a tale of a old story coming to light. Some guy trying to start shit. Got any information on that? I'd gladly buy it from you.
I started trying to start shit.
Yeah, and going through stirring up trouble with the giants. Story, an old bedtime story come true.
Oh, the changeling.
Yeah. That information, I'd gladly buy it from you.
What kind of information are you looking for on him? I'll give you anything I got on him.
He looks at you, 25 platinum worth.
Right now he's posing as a emissary from Chult.
Okay.
He's disguised himself as a harper. He's actually adopted brother to one of the harpers that died.
Yeah.
His name's Esteljo Callison.
Okay. He tosses you the bag. Pass this along. So if you need more business, you can generally find me down in the South Ward. If you want to sell any more info or possibly buy some. We try to operate within mostly legal means.
That's what I like. Well, he said legal.
We don't do too much in the way of murder per se.
not murder if it needs to be taken out for the good.
We're given a contract, we're not given reasons or motives, we're told who to kill. Kind of looks like, I appreciate the help getting out of there. He kind of nods and just heading back down the alleyway.
What was his name?
Yeah, Corbin.
Oh yeah, Corbin. Okay, so actually, is there a church for a mock here? A mork? A-M-A-R-O-K?
No.
It's I think it's a sub-deity of, Saturday. Or not, well, it's not Saturday here, it's, what's her name?
When you were,
One hike,
yeah, Sarah,
go Saturday?
Yeah. Make a history check, see if you remember.
11.
You vaguely remember there being some kind of temple in the city of the dead when you guys were passing through there.
Okay, I'm gonna head there.
Alright. You go heading up there, and after a while you get there, and there's a temple.
Okay. I'm gonna go in and pay my respects
Okay.
and leave the 25 platinum right there.
Okay. Anything else you want to do for now, or? You guys find yourself in this hallway. Tilly walking out with a painting with her face through it. Roll perceptions. You guys are making your way down the hall. Right now, it's just a straight hallway.
18.
27.
This place looks pretty like, it belongs in like a high-end hotel. There's beautiful paintings and artwork along the walls, tapestries.
Any of a full person in a dress?
No. Most of them are landscapes. They don't look like they were brought here by legal means.
I can use my. I changed the picture to be a picture of Tilly with wings.
Okay. You put the illusion up there, so now it looks like her arms of the painting are like this.
It just looks like she's holding a frame.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are going down for quite a while, and it kind of splits off into a cross path. And you have a path in front of you, and then either side.
Right.
Okay.
And so you take the path to the right, and the hallway keeps going and going and going. There's an occasional door.
A painting knocks.
There's a
Ramming.
There's no response on the other side.
And open the door.
I'll try the handle.
Okay. It goes down and you push down on it.
Okay.
Stand in front of the door.
And so you push the door open.
Yes.
Need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh. I'm really about to check the traps.
Holding a painting.
And you get advantage. Uh, 13.
That would be 19.
Deadly saves. Take 6 points of force damage as you get hit with this blast of air.
It was the bathroom.
I'll give it a minute.
Right. So you look inside there, and it looks like an armory. There's weapons lining the walls, all very nice polished steel.
My weapons!
Now, these are nicer quality than the ones you guys saw in this crate.
There you go.
I missed you all so much!
There you go, nailed it.
Yeah, it's like each sword is individually hung on racks along the wall, and
Can I investigate them for any that stand out above the rest?
okay, roll an investigation.
21.
I'm gonna look around too.
They all look fairly the same. It just looks like whoever takes, whoever the quartermaster is, takes pride in keeping their equipment looking nice.
Purple bundle of lizard.
Swords as big as you,
You two are me if I was playing Skyrim.
grabbing everything.
Yep. Huge collectibles.
So also you hear this grinding noise coming from this other. We see Tiddly with this big old armful of swords.
Tilly, we'll get them on the way out.
Good job, bud. I got back hating.
Oh my god.
Onwards. Anything else in the room other than?
No, this is just looks like a weapons room.
This is gonna get you guys in some serious
Oh.
shit.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to.
Alright, so you guys move on. There's one door on either side of the hall.
Do we want to check for traps this time? I'll take the one on the left, and I'll have a look for traps.
Okay, I'll take
From
the
what
other
you
right.
told me.
Roll investigations.
50.
Okay.
Nice.
11's good.
Damn.
13 and 9.
You taught me so well.
You both see on the door handles, there's these little strings that go from the door jamb into the handle, almost like fishing line. And you look at it like, I wonder if that's what I broke last time.
So can I
Attempted
use
this
my
on.
thieves' tools?
Give me sleight of hand, add your proficiency bonus to your thieves' tools.
So 15 plus proficiency would be twice, right? Because I'm proficiency bonus gets doubled with expertise.
Yeah, that's right.
So 15, 21.
Oh yeah, you look at it real quick and take out the little pair of scissors and snip the wire.
24.
You both like simultaneously just
You're a fantastic teacher.
The painting knives.
this is full body. Yeah, you guys get them open, you open up, and it looks like sleeping quarters. There's bunks up and down all the walls.
Anybody sleeping?
Yes, actually.
How many? I'm just making it worse for myself.
Surprised I didn't hear all the weapons hitting the floor.
Oh, hang on, this is your room, is it? We opened 2 doors.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
In
is
your room, there's 14 people. And in your room across the hall, it's another sleeping
Okay.
quarters. There's about 16 people sleeping in beds.
Time to go sneaky sneak.
I just slowly back out of the room. Come on. I wanna get out of here. Or do you want to brush your hair? No, because we had a long rest.
Yeah, you guys got a long rest.
I barricade the doors with the swords.
You're welcome to try.
May not be the quietest way of barricading the door. Do the doors open inwards or outwards?
Inward.
Mm.
Okay.
So there's really no way to
We
barricade
could
the doors.
tie some rope from one hand to the other.
There you go. And tie the doors together.
Yeah. And we'll make kind of a tripwire for tall folk.
Well, it just make it hard for either door to open because it's 10
Oh
feet
yeah,
the
but
other
then
one.
also down the corridor, if we have to make a hasty retreat, we can run
Oh.
under the rope.
Yeah.
Anyone big.
They get clothesline.
What's funny is if you leave, like a couple inches extra on the rope, because then one person will open the door, the other person will open it and pull out with clothes. So they'll think somebody's pulling on them.
I take out my hempen rope and
I used to do that to my sisters. Their bedrooms are right across from each other.
Okay. So you go through, you tie them together, you just leave this tiniest bit of slack on there. Okay.
Okay. Shall we move onward?
Any nods?
I push her down under the rope.
Just grab the
So you
plate.
went from a dragon to a painting of a dragon.
Can we continue on?
Yeah.
Now she's Dragamart.
They told us to go investigate.
Unless we want to start a fight with 25 people. I mean, line them all up and just fucking burn them.
I don't know. They
Put,
told,
put a load of grease in the corridor, let them all come out, I'll set it on fire. Fish bash bosh. Have a tea.
Like fish in a barrel.
I really don't know how far. They didn't tell us how far we were supposed to go. They just told us to go down there and be
We're
all
fine.
sneaky. Like.
What? Hey, we're savvy. We're perfectly fine. What's the worst that can happen?
You said it.
Mama's down here.
Mama Dragon.
Okay, so are you guys gonna continue or turn back?
You didn't know who Xanathar is?
He's a better author than that.
Then follow.
You're the ones that sent us down here.
I carry my.
Oh, I asked him if you wanted to investigate their hideout.
I got Xanathar's guide to everything. I'm not leaving here without an autograph.
I don't know. You said to go down there and do your sneaky thing, and I was trying to find information. Couldn't find any. I found myself in the sewers. I thought,
he merely
I guess I'll do the sneaky thing.
yeah he merely just suggested to go check it out. It wasn't really.
Well, I wanted to steal an army of robots,
Okay,
but I...
so
Yeah,
essentially,
you're after.
he mentioned going sneaking down and doing our sneaky thing to a toddler. So
Sneaky thing to a toddler. You're not in the priesthood.
You're not in the Temple of Bahamut right now.
No.
anyway, we'll
That's
continue
what I
on.
Alright, you guys keep going down, and there's another set of doors, probably about 60 feet, the ones you just tied together.
I investigate for traps.
Roll investigation.
Yeah, don't set up any more traps.
16.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what it was that flipped.
And roll it.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It's too hard to read. That's an 18.
Yeah, you both see the same trap across these handles.
These ones are really hard to read.
Oh.
I only use the ones that are hard for me to read.
Well, the gold,
Anything's hard for you to read without your glasses.
the
so.
gold reflects.
No, I can see these ones.
26. The thief's tool.
Oh yeah, no problem. It's another,
See, when it's on a purple side, it's really hard to read
I know
because it
this.
reflects in the light.
that's why I like mine with pink with white writing.
So
See, these
I
ones are
see
white
these
part.
ones just fine.
Alright, so yeah, Nilbin
Not
sniffs
mine,
his, so you're gonna do the same?
I really like these.
Are you gonna...
Oh, sorry, what?
You need to roll for this on.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the same traps.
6 plus. What was the sleight of hand? 16 plus 6.
Yeah. Just wait. You turn the painting sideways, clip it. And you open up the doors, empty room except for one lever on either side.
In both rooms.
Both rooms is parallel levers.
So it's ones like this that I can't stand.
Yeah, those are that looks
Yeah.
hard. I can't even read that from here.
Yeah.
Oh, the numbers even they are painted.
Yeah, they're,
And
those are
really, really
See,
hard
this
to
one-
read. I hate ones like that.
There's certain, like the 20 I can read just fine with the blue going through, but the.
22 times 4. So it's not half the time. It's good.
Okay, levers.
You think what I'm thinking, painting?
They're about 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah, I can reach it! You can reach it? That's what I said. Duh, it was made for me to pull.
Right. So both at the same time?
How tall is Tilly?
5. But she's got a painting she can climb on.
You gonna take the painting off and try to climb up it, or no?
I can jump and reach that.
I make an acrobatics check with disadvantage.
Yeah, are you always going to take the painting off before you...
Yeah, if you haven't leaving the painting on when you do it, you have disadvantage.
She's taking...
Plus acrobatics,
Uh-huh.
8 and 7.
15.
And
15.
so you manage to somehow jump up and get off the side, and you pull.
I do it at the same time.
You guys pull them down, and you hear a click and scraping sound coming up outside the doors.
I immediately look over my shoulder at Tilly.
You see her cut up painting, like this painting hanging over her face.
That's that noise. I creep up.
Okay,
So that noise was coming from the corridor.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna stealth and go check.
I peek out the door.
You look and you see at the end of the hallway, there's the wall sliding inside these big double doors.
The double doors are opening?
No, the wall's opening up, revealing the double doors.
I check for traps.
There's no trap.
Okay. Hey, I noticed there was no traps before
Before you even rolled.
And these are big red doors with these like golden iron bands going across and filigree going up through the wood.
Onward?
Surgery.
Onward? Onward! I'm going open the door.
Okay. Need you to make a stealth check if you're gonna try to sneak in.
Yes.
They get both of you killed.
10.
18.
Okay. So Tilly's moving along the wall. Dylan's tiptoeing, but both of you roll perception as soon as you get in the room.
Oh.
11. Oh no, sorry, not 1. I thought it was 7. With a 2.
Okay.
I have 14.
Well, Milden doesn't see it because he's too distracted from walking into something, but
I'm focusing so hard on trying to stop.
you see this large 6-foot slender figure standing over you guys. Tentacles coming off of its face. Looking down right at Milden.
It's back towards
Okay.
stealthy.
You stealth back outwards, leaving me looking at the ground.
No, we're just inside the door, right?
Yeah, but I'm looking at my feet.
Yeah,
So
so
you walked into this figure.
I'm like,
Oh, did I walk into his shins?
Yeah.
Okay. Did then I
So
look
you
up
look
and see
up, and you see these tendrils just moving as they look down. As he looks down at you.
short hair.
I don't think that would work. But I know what this is.
Oh, you know what it is. You faced one before.
Yeah,
right?
it was a thing.
That was different.
Mind
Different
flayer.
campaign.
It's a mine.
No, we
What
were
was this one? Where you guys saved the guys in the
Yeah.
sewers?
when Tiddly
was it?
slapped the guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
okay.
was there
Oh,
was,
okay.
there was one in there.
Mind flayer.
But this one is very nicely dressed.
Okay.
Oh, it's a fancy birthday.
Very
Look.
fancy.
Ood.
Okay. I just the last dude I remember was when we were fighting the dragon dwarves. Okay. So I know what it is. Okay. But he's fancy dressed. Okay. I'm gonna try and reason with him.
Okay. He
I
was like,
Hi, sir.
can I help you?
Yeah. I'm Nilbert Nilbert.
I know
Pleasure to
who
meet you.
are.
And do you know why we're here?
Yes.
Why? 'Cause I have no idea.
You see, the Xanathar do.
Maybe?
No autograph?
I was with a friend. He opened a door. I walked, and then I looked around. He was gone, and I couldn't get back out through the wall. So
You pull up a piece of write something down, and it just vanishes.
I can do that too. But I can only speak to Alice. She's a real bitch.
Can I like have my ring so they can see this?
Oh, you're leaving an open channel for them to hear?
Yeah, we can't see it.
No,
We can hear.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
can have an open source thing to hear the whole conversation.
Okay. Hey guys, we'll never guess where I am. I'm in a painting.
What did you get yourself
Weren't you a
into?
dragon? Now I'm a painting.
We're doing a painting.
What did you guys get yourself into?
Who are you talking to?
That's none of your concern.
What's your name?
Again, this is none of your concern, snack.
Ooh, you got snacks?
You see the tentacles kind of open up as he leans down towards you. You see this round mouth, these razor sharp teeth, kind of moving back and forth.
Okay. I consult. I just open my spell book and just flick through it.
As he's like,
Didn't you
hold
already
hold
have
on.
Didn't you already have your sword out?
Yeah, I'm using it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So,
a sword may not be the best opportunity to do.
Well, you could shove
Right
it down his
up to the
gullet.
mouth, you know.
I
Shove
know,
it down
but
his
I
gullet.
might be able to do something else. Like, I might be able to just
Come on.
cast Chromatic Orb at second level. Because this has worked really well for me in the past.
I would have just shoved my sword in his throat, but that's
Yeah, as he leans down, I just make it circle. I just Hadouken. They can still
Very-
attack.
very hot.
That is
The painting's inching farther out.
23.
Oh yeah, it hits.
And that's going to be 4d8 of. I'm going to go with fire damage.
Oh, okay.
Ow. So that's 10, 12, 14.
And you tag him right across the tentacles and into the mouth. And you start just reeling back, holding his face.
I say, it's rude to talk with your mouth full.
He's just screaming in pain.
Milbin, run.
Why are you talking to me like a child?
Milbin, run.
Milbin, run.
Milbin, run.
Milbin, live to fight another day. Okay. Yeah, and as he's recoiling, I'll nonchalantly
Get the fuck out of there.
walk and pull
The painting.
the painting with me and just close the doors, and then once the doors are closed, I like it.
Alright. You guys go bolting off out of there and
Under the.
under your rope and get to the exit and
No, I stopped this at the last door. Grab as many weapons as you can.
okay, so this is taking as many weapons as you get, that's gonna cut your speed by half, no, about 2/3.
Wait, what? You're taking weapons from the Xanathar gang?
And then you
That's not
get
a
to
good
the
idea.
sewers and then out of the sewer.
I'll grab 3, like 2 great swords and a long sword.
That's not a good idea.
No.
Yeah, none of this has been a good idea.
It's like 200 pounds of.
Right.
Okay, then I'll take 1 long sword.
Okay, you grab the one long sword.
No, actually, no, I'll take 1. I'll try and
Great
take
sword's
the,
like 60
the
pounds.
fanciest rapier I can find in there.
Okay.
That's lighter.
Right.
Not too hard to find. There's a whole shelf of them. Very nice polished ones.
I grab as many daggers as I can carry.
Well, consider you're holding a painting that's not many.
You can
No, I can
stab
put them all in
you can stab the daggers into the painting and then just run like a war of knives. I can direct you at the elephant. Dragon charge!
So you're running out and charging the elephant.
No, he's running out.
Okay.
With as many daggers as the painting is like.
Say if we got 60 daggers in the picture and charged at the elephant, would it do 60 like D6s?
I don't know.
Are you keeping the channel on the ring open for all of this? Fireman is just sitting there with his head in his hand going, what are they doing? What the fuck is anything?
Yeah, we leave. We run.
Okay.
Oh, but we can't get out the wall. That's the reason we went forward. We don't know what the hell.
Roll perception looking at the wall.
I'm sure there's an exit button.
21.
There's a button that says exit.
Outside. Right next to Eat at Joe's.
Oh! Okay.
Fireman has not even had close to it booze for the shenanigans you guys just pulled.
We have a new tactic as a party. The wall of knives.
Those knives. Oh my god.
Okay, so I'll say it takes a minute. You guys work your way out and eventually work your way back to the, where are you guys gonna head after this?
You're trying to get the
I'm just running through the streets with as a painting with
With knives sticking out of it. Actually, you know what?
Oh no, because that's brandishing weapon.
And you're carrying a rapier around.
Well, no, I can put it slide into my bag, so it's
So it's kind of holstered.
yeah, it's like on a
She's
like
on the other hand.
on a hammer.
She has a painting full of daggers.
Some guards see you. They start heading to you.
Okay, I'll say step right up, oh marvelous magic act.
Oh no.
What?
Uh-oh.
I swear to God, Dad, I'm gonna say I throw them and you dodge them.
I was gonna say it was attacked.
I'm gonna give a whole report and paperwork. I ain't got time for that shit. Well, I can roll dice and see if I skewer my best friend.
So glad I'm married to you.
Where are you guys at?
Somewhere in the dock ward.
Oh, good. But finish
No, it depends on which
Oh, yeah.
which manhole you went out of.
Oh, but yours
Because
is
that door is in the castle ward.
Yeah, okay, so.
Well,
The first exit's in the castle ward.
Well, there was, apparently they found another one too, so.
No, they went out the same way they came in.
No,
No,
where
but
the
was
dock
it-
ward then.
but was
So-
it,
No,
was it,
the
No, where they went in
We
was
went
down in
in
the
the
dock
game,
ward.
so you just went straight back after the dock ward.
Yeah, we.
Okay.
so you're nearer to me.
So we knew
Okay.
where travelling street entertainment would most likely be in the lower income area.
Where all the weird shit would be going on.
So I'm just gonna down the rest of my ale and go and find them to witness whatever's going on.
Yeah, 'cause I was all the way up in the dead area.
Dead air.
The
Dead area.
dead.
Well, you succeeded in being sneaky and finding out things.
I got a brand new radio.
The
We
guards come
have a
walking
report
up.
for Stefan.
How you folks doing today?
We're doing good. You want to see our act?
Got a license to perform in the city?
We've been performing out on the city.
Raynar gave us one.
Let's see it.
It's with
Do you have it?
our agent has it. He's a short guy. Has a brand new cloak. Very fancy. Very Chippendale-esque.
Oh, deception.
So then talk your way out of this one.
Oh, that's 20.
He's like, And how do you explain the dagger sticking forward from the painting?
Sometimes she puts it on the wrong way.
I turn it around.
I turn it around and I cast minor illusion actually does to make another picture on the back.
Do I finally find where they're at and.
It's not hard to find if you're standing around.
So I'm just kind of like standing
That's
across,
not what
so I'm kind of like standing across the street, just kind of watching, seeing how this unfolds.
Oddly enough, they're not breaking any laws right now.
Someone.
It will when you start running at the guard. Ultimate attack!
It's super effective.
You get one, I'll get one, and then we'll just.
Should I say, look,
Sandwich.
where are you guys staying at?
We own the manor up in Troll's
Skull
Alley.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the recent bombings. We were trying to make some money to pay for repairs because it needs a lot of renovation.
Raynar just had breakfast.
And we also we're very chummy with Lord Neverember. So bear that in
You
mind.
guys, one of the guards are like, pulls the penny in their face. Let's walk you folks home.
Hey,
Careful! Watch your hand.
It's sharp. That's our painting.
You see the guards walking off, kind of escorting them along. There's painting with knives sticking out of it.
Well,
Everyone just stands there shaking his
that
head.
got interesting.
Did we get back home and did they give us the painting and the knives back?
Let's see.
That's our personal property. You have no warrant to take
I'm
that.
holding on to it.
One of the guards
So
starts pulling the knives
they're
out.
carrying it and you're just holding.
No, he took the painting. He took the painting off of her.
Yeah, she says she's still wearing it. So they're
Oh
just-
no, he pulled the
Like-
painting. He took the painting. So he's carrying you with the painting hanging off of it. He gets there and
just legs flapping in the wind.
starts pulling the knives out. You guys can collect these once you present your performance licenses within the city.
Is Raynar still at the manor?
I doubt it.
Don't know. You guys were back with the Troll Skull Alley after a while, and he was taking the knives and putting them in
Right,
the bag.
so we're in Troll Skull Alley by our manor.
Troll Skull Alley is up towards the top of the North Ward.
Right, so that's where our
Raynar
manor is, right?
was down here.
Right, but he was at our manor just that morning.
Yeah, just that morning.
Yeah.
She asked if he was still there.
Oh no, he's not there.
Okay.
No. He had breakfast and left.
Yeah, especially after.
We're getting those daggers back. This is unlawful conduct. The guards are stealing from us.
He was like, actually, no. This can be considered brandishing a weapon. We're letting you off without a warning because this one seems a little not right in the head.
What are your names?
You don't need to worry
So-
about it.
so you-
Yes, we do. We need your names and your numbers.
So,
We'll have your badge and your gun, good sir.
so Nilbin, you're getting mad because they're taking from you what you took
People
from
keep
somebody else.
taking my weapons.
You're running through town with weapons out. Okay.
Did you know you have an elephant under the town?
See, you should have done is that was part of the art.
One of the guards
You're an
listened.
artist.
My name is Faith Cromley. This is Barnabas Lastwin.
I'm not gonna write that down.
Sorry, wait. Bartholomew?
You're Barney and Blitz.
Barney Backblatt, or
Barney
Barney
Blast.
And who?
Say Saeth Crumley, Cromley.
Crumley?
Satan Crumley. We'd like to summon Raynar, please.
Something.
Oh, right now.
Go sleep for the night.
Cliff!
We have a ghost. And we're not afraid to use him.
They're both looking at you guys like. Go inside. You can collect these in the morning when you present us with your performance license.
Congratulations, you've just branded yourselves as the town crazies.
I march right down to Ray
I have to call it for the week.
and ask him for a favor.
I still got my sword. So.
Well, yours was put away. The dagger is out through a painting.
They at least left the painting?
Oh yeah, that's painting.
They gave you the painting.
We should play it off as the knives were part of the art.
They probably still would grab those.
Depending on the deception roll.
True.
I rolled a 20 for deception.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was listening, reading through the legal contract.